2016, has told us he's dissatisfied with their response.
Everyone deserves some type of an apology, and that hasn't come. That clearly needs to be done. And I just feel that, you know, what we all went through and what we've suffered for many, many years, I do believe that, you know, some sort of accountability should be the outcome.
The 64-year-old will be sentenced on Monday for attacks on 12 boys dating back to the 70s. The charity's regulator has outlined the areas it will focus on as it investigates allegations of sexual misconduct at Oxfam. It will look
Speakers up, please. Speakers up. That TV off, please.
With regard to safeguarding and the supervision of staff. The Commission says it has concerns that Oxfam did not fully disclose details of the allegations of workers paying for sex in Haiti at the time in 2011. Children spend more money on soft drinks than they do on
Hey, Periscopers!
Recent government research shows 7 to 15-year-olds fork out 91 pence a week on average on fizzy drinks. And sandwich architect and brow expert are among the more unusual job ads being published online. There's someone who makes sandwiches and a person who shapes eyebrows. And for your weather, dry across most parts of the country tonight, but frosty, blustery showers in the northwest.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Here we go. Get ready for the takeoff. This is the bit that always my ears go here, guys. Ready? Here we go. Come on. Once we've taken off, we can start the show properly. I've just got to get the takeoff. I don't like it. I don't like it. There we go.
Ian, here you go. Suck on this.
Oh, Catherine. I didn't know you had one that big. There we go. That's it. We're up now. We're fine. Tonight's show is coming from inside an aeroplane. I believe, according to the description on YouTube, that there's going to be a lightning storm as well. So could be a pretty bumpy ride. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. It's the show your radio was made for. And other cliches like that. This is the Late Night Alternative with me, Iain Lee. Who the hell are you?
Catherine Boyle.
Well done. 5 points. There we go. Oh, yeah. It's a phone-in show that has no agenda. Well, it does have an agenda. It's to spread the word of Christ, but to do it in a way that you don't recognise we're doing it. Apart from that, it has no agenda. You can call in about absolutely anything you want. You want to phone up and say you've had a crap day? Beautiful. 0344 499 1000. You want to phone in and tell me you think I'm crap? Yeah, we'll have some of that. This is the only show, certainly in this country, probably one of a handful in the world where you can phone up and criticise the host. 0344 499 1000. We'll be talking about Car Mechanic Simulator, which is an actual game on a computer that we watched two French men playing online.
Well, a very loosely defined game.
Yes. It was what it says. He was simulated. We watched it, right, him fixing a car on his computer, but then when he had to, within the game, go to a computer to order parts. Absolutely true. We're going to talk about Asbos. We're going to, when was the last time you actually cleaned your windows? No one cleans windows anymore. When was the last time you actually got out a chamois leather and cleaned your own car? No one does that anymore. No one does that anymore. 0344 499 1000. We're also going to be talking about weddings, willies, that's 2 in a row. One
just
more.
summoning the air hostess.
Okay, well done. Thank you. Well played. Well played. Weddings, willies and Grange Hill. All of these things, and possibly even less, will be coming up between now and 1 o'clock. This is Talk Radio. You can listen on DAB, download the app, or go online to talkradio.co.uk. And you can watch us, dear listener, by going to periscope.tv/Iain Lee. You can actually watch us. Let's go to Jack. Good evening, Jack.
Good evening, Ian.
Good evening, Jack. How is your fractured hand?
Oh, my fractured hand's good, but we've got some bad news.
What, they're going to have to chop it off?
No. I got my glasses, right?
Yes.
I put them on,
yes.
But I hit my cast with it, and my glasses leg fell off.
Right, and so did you break your glasses?
Yeah.
Right, brand new glasses?
Yes.
You broke them?
Yes.
You're an absolute pudding, you are, boy.
Did you get 2 pairs?
No.
Oh, you want to go where we go, you get 2 pairs, and if you break one, they have to replace it.
Here's the thing. If you were my son, Jack, A, I'd be putting you up for adoption. Yeah. B, I'd be saying, tough. Well, you're not getting any more glasses. You've had a pair. They've not lasted 1 hour. You've broken them. Tough. Squint.
And C, you'd be saying, why are you Scottish?
Yeah, I would actually, yes.
Why am I Scottish? Why am I Scottish?
No.
Because I'm the English.
Here we go, you see,
I know,
you see.
but we're pretending you're his son,
Yes,
Jack.
don't explain it
Never
to
mind,
him.
don't matter.
But boy, oh boy, did he revert to type so quickly there. Jack, so that's tough. You'll just have to not watch TV then.
Oh, no. Not the TV.
Not the TV, Jack!
Oh, not the TV, man.
Oh, man, not the TV, man!
Wait, Ian?
Yeah?
Ian?
Yes?
I can't see, man.
I can't see, man! I can't see! I've lost my glasses! Well, Jack, it's all good ribbing. It's all good natured dance, that's all.
Yeah.
Yes. Were your parents furious with you?
No.
Oh. They must love you. They must love you very, very much.
Yep.
All right.
You know what they said?
What?
They said, Jack, you're an absolute sausage son.
Hey, they called you... No, did they call you a sausage or a saucy song? Or a saucy song?
Ian, not that kind of sausage.
Wow.
Sausage.
What did they call you?
A sausage.
Thank you very much indeed for calling, Jack. Is he like the kid from Different Strokes? He's actually 52, but looks like a child. Is that what's going on there?
Yeah.
Is that what is going on there? Good evening, Alan Caddick.
Evening, Martin.
Hello.
I want to talk about Grange Hill.
Your calls always make me anxious because they start off at such high frequency. It's like singing a song in too high a key, which I've been doing a lot today because I've been playing SingStar on my PlayStation on my own.
You're going into karaoke?
Yeah. So you start off at I didn't hear such a high frequency that I worry you're going to go down, but you don't. You start high, you go higher.
No, I don't.
Here we go. I've been playing SingStar on my PlayStation today. It's karaoke, right? But you use your phone as a microphone, and but I didn't know any of the songs on there, so I bought the Monkees, I bought Queen, I bought what?
Bob Dylan?
No, I bought Catatonia, and I bought the Bare Naked Ladies, and I was playing it on my own today, like a sad case, like a loser, like a Billy No Mate.
Well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow night.
Why? What's happening? You going to make love?
My birthday.
It's what?
My birthday tomorrow.
Okay. Well, that's absolutely brilliant news.
But first, I want to talk about my memories of Grange Hill.
Okay. Okay. Let's hear your memories of Grange Hill.
I watched Grange Hill from when I was a young lad.
Yeah.
With Gaunt and Zamo and Roland.
No, that wasn't his name. What was Roland's real name?
Roland Browning.
No. Try again.
Really was his nickname.
Try it again.
The character's name was Roland Browning.
No, try it again.
Well, it was Roland Browning.
No.
I read in the Daily Star at the centre page.
Try it again. Try it again. If you've really got... Shut up! If you've really got Grange Hill memories, then tell me his real name as seen and said and heard on the television series Grange Hill. Catherine Walker... Right, shut up! Catherine, we know you know it, okay? We know you know it.
Please, sir.
But Alan has said that he's got Grange Hill memories. Well, then remember, Alan, what was he...
Mustafa.
That's right! I'm going to drive... I could drive to Birmingham. It would probably take me about an hour and a half 2 hours at this time of night. So in the last hour of the show could just be me smashing Alan Caddick repeatedly in the face for 50 minutes. What did they call him?
His real name is Egg Mustafa.
No! On the show! What was it? No! What was... No!
Roland's real name?
No!
His nickname was Roland.
No! I only want to help you.
Browning.
I'll
pass it over to Kath.
Kath, I only want to help you.
Roland.
Roland.
I was thinking of Roland Rat.
Say Roland.
Roland.
Everybody all together on the count of three, Roland. 1, 2, 3, Roland.
But I remind myself of the Great Donch.
I've got to cut him off. Oh, terrible. He's phoned in with grain chill memories. He doesn't even know Roland's name. Outrageous. Let's just go to the adverts. I can't be bothered with this.
Talk Radio. Digital
Speakers off, please.
For the UK.
Here we go. There's your video.
Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking.
Hello, I'm Alyssa, and I was diagnosed with cancer.
You can help children like Alyssa beat cancer sooner. Pop your
I love
pre-loved
it when we
clothes,
both realise
accessories
that
and
we're actually
homewear in
doing
a
a video.
bag. And show
When we start hamming it up.
It could be worth up to £30 a bag. Sold by Cancer Research UK. Give up clothes for good at TK Maxx.
And help children like me beat cancer sooner.
Over 1,000 quality used vans and savings of up to £1,000. It can only mean one thing.
What's that coming over the hill? Van Monster. Van Monster.
In the Van Monster sale, there's every van for every job with 6 months warranty, flexible finance options, and now savings of up to £1,000. With branches across the UK, find your Monster saving today at vanmonster.com. Representative 13.9% APR.
I've worked with loads of vinyl mats, but this upgraded Dulux Trade vinyl mat is something else. It's smooth, really smooth. Application-wise, it goes on brilliantly, and all with the same great opacity and coverage as before.
Oh, very good, love. Now hurry up and butter that toast.
We've upgraded Dulux Trade vinyl mat to offer a smoother consistency and easier application, because what matters to you matters to us. Upgraded Dulux Trade vinyl mat. Find out more at duluxtradepaintexpert.co.uk.
As an employer, I like to look after my staff. Like remembering birthdays and making sure we don't run out of tea bags, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I'm also
Put the other end of the day.
really
If you can plug it all day, you want more of this,
like
then come check us out tonight.
pension.
Yeah.
I have no say in what's on the radio.
Even if you only employ one person, you have to provide a workplace pension. It's the law.
We should sit down with
Get to know your responsibilities with help from the pensions regulator. Visit workplacepensions.gov.uk.
Mouth Ulcer Diaries, Chapter 1.
When I watch Periscope on my computer, it's always kind of staggered the messages a bit.
Luckily, Bongella's on hand to offer some assistance. 3 minutes later.
I don't know, I can't see because the messages go stop.
You're my hero.
Until the next adventure, Bongella. Fight mouth ulcers in 3 minutes. Always read the label.
Uncut, after-hours conversation for the up-all-night generation. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
So, the Star really has... The Star have just got no news. No news whatsoever. Have you seen the Star today?
No.
Front page of the Star. Ant and Dec in quick shock. Double act out of new telly series. Right? That's the front page, right? That's the front page of the
immediate
article.
reaction to that is?
Yeah.
Bet they're not.
Yeah, of course not. We go to page 5. Ant and Dec are quitting. I love those guys. Little Ant and Dec have been axed from the new series of Saturday Night Takeaway because they're too big.
Oh, well.
That's the front page stories. It's Little Ant and Dec, right? And then the middle pages, it's a story that they do like every two or 3 years. Whatever happened to the Hillraisers? It's 40 years since rule-breaking Grange Hill hit our TVs. So we ask, whatever happened to the Hillraisers? Right. I can tell you, and I'm not going to mention it, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 people on this page, which means I can say categorically that I know one of them took drugs off of the Just Say No record cover. I've been told that I have good authority. One of them snorted drugs off the Just Say No record. I think I can say that and get myself, out of wedlock. So we have all the stars. We have Roland. Hello. Oh, it's the announcement. Sorry,
I'm starving. Hope it's not like horrible.
Okay, sorry, but just ignore that, guys. Just ignore that. I should say, we should have flagged this up. This is the first ever radio show in the world to be done live transatlantic, and we're actually flying out to... Remind me where we're flying to, Catherine? I've forgotten.
Toronto?
We're flying to Toronto, and tomorrow's show's going to be in Toronto. So we'll be talking to some locals from Toronto.
Torontans.
Yeah, and we'll be... Luckily, it's English-speaking Canada. Otherwise, that would be tricky. So, yeah, we're first ever show to be done on an aeroplane, flying out to Toronto. And tomorrow's show will be from Toronto. Erkan Mustafa.
Roland.
Rowley was one of Grange Hill's most iconic 80s characters, as he was constantly bullied for being obese. My grifter... No, it wasn't Roland's grifter. My grifter. Who did my grifter belong to?
Ziggy?
No, it wasn't Ziggy. It was a kid with... It was early doors, round Tucker's era, a kid with ginger hair. Oh, Ewan will know. Ewan? Ewan?
Yeah, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, unfortunately. You'll know this. You know when Tucker was in Grange Hill and there was like a gang of them and there was one with ginger hair. What was his name? Do you remember?
No.
No?
I'm useless.
Yeah, well, no, you are useless, but let's talk about that in a second. When Tucker was in Grange Hill, there was a gang of them, and one of them had ginger hair. Do you know what his name was?
No.
Okay, well, that's fine. What nonsense have you called in for tonight?
Well, I just wanted to know advice how, if you could give an advice to someone.
If I could give, if you could give an advice to someone, okay, well, let's see where this goes.
If you could give advice to someone that would like to start radio, what advice would you give them?
I'd change your surname from Gaunt. I don't, I don't know, and I'll tell you why I don't know, because I got into radio before I was on the TV, but I never really talk about that, because that was a bit dodgy-bodsky. But, I got, the reason I have a radio career today is because...
I could say you are better on the radio than the telly.
Okay, well, one bit of advice I would give is don't interrupt and don't be rude.
Yeah.
That's, that's one bit of advice I give. Don't interrupt and don't be rude.
And listen.
And listen. Right, what did I just say?
You said don't interrupt or don't be rude, and then Catherine said don't be rude.
No.
Listen.
No. Try again. What did we just say?
You said don't be rude and don't interrupt and listen.
Don't interrupt.
Interrupt.
Don't do trucks.
Interrupt.
Don't interrupt.
Yeah.
Don't interrupt. Is that what you...
I can't speak properly, man. Just,
right.
You know.
Right, okay. So just go through it again, the key advice that we just gave you about wanting to start a career in radio.
Don't listen, be nice, and listen.
Okay, pretty much.
I mean, it changes every time. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thank you, and I appreciate it very much.
You're very, very welcome. Thanks for calling.
No problem, thank you, bye.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Was it Pogo Patterson?
My grifter belonged to Pogo Patterson.
Cute little kid.
Yeah. See if you can find Pogo Patterson's bike.
I've already looked, but
Okay, well, my grifter belonged to Pogo Patterson. True story. My dad worked in the props department for the BBC. He's dead now. I'm not linking the two, although a lot of people who work for the BBC are dead now. Huh? Think about it. And he would regularly steal props from television programmes, and he stole, was it Pogo Patterson's grifter, and that was mine.
Did he steal it from under Pogo Patterson?
No.
Okay.
Let's try and make a list of all the people that have worked for the BBC and are dead, because I wonder if I've stumbled onto something on here. It could be bigger than Savile, could be bigger than Oxfam. This could be okay, so this is my theory I'm putting forward. Let me know if I cross any legal boundaries. I hypothesise, I believe that the BBC are secretly murdering its ex-employees.
Right. When they're really old?
My dad was 61.
Okay.
I mean, so
But
yeah,
a lot of them are really old, though, aren't they?
So when they're really old. So let's write down a list of everybody that's worked for the BBC. See what I do? Right, on the left-hand side, we're going to put dead. And to give them the benefit of the doubt, the other side, we're going to put alive, okay? 0344. There's a lovely moment, Catherine, when it clicks in my head what the next 2.5 hours are going to be.
Yeah, I just said it.
You heard the click.
Yeah.
You actually heard it was as noisy as a bathroom light switch. We come in with we have nothing really prepared, and then 24 minutes into it, we both go, right, that's what we're going to do.
Do you know what clicked in my head?
Yeah.
Don't say Wogan.
No. Oh. Why is he? Okay.
He is though.
Right. So we've got a list on the left of people who have worked for BBC who are dead, and a list on the right of people who work for BBC and are still alive, okay? And if at the end of the night there are more dead than alive, then the BBC are murderers.
Right, yeah. It sounds legit.
And vice versa. More alive than dead, then the
in the clear.
In the clear. In the clear for now. Okay. In the clear for now. 0344. Oh, dropped a pen on the floor, so excited.
Did you know, or was it greased by the BBC?
499 1000. So, people who are dead, who work for the BBC, my dad. Yeah. Wogan. And people who are alive, Jonathan Ross.
Oh, yeah. Can we put Danny Kendall in, or is he?
No, well, Danny Kendall, Danny Kendall is... We'll put Danny Kendall is dead, and then we'll put the lad who played Danny Kendall as alive.
Whereabouts unknown.
The lad who played...
We would better check it, actually.
Played Danny Kendall. 0344 499 1000, please. People who work for the BBC who are dead and people who work for the BBC are alive. This is not one of those flippant... Quite often this show is knockabout, slapstick, flippant. This is actually serious.
Yeah.
This is actually serious.
This is a probe.
We're launching a probe. Good evening, John.
Why, good evening, Ian.
Good evening, John. You're not on speakerphone, are you, my American cousin?
No, I have my headset plugged into my phone, and I'm talking to you on the microphone, but I'm holding it up to make sure it doesn't bounce around or have any interference like it did previously.
Why? Still, okay. Well, let's crack on. I don't want. We got important work to do tonight.
We both know what we're thinking.
We both know what we're thinking. What you got for us, John?
Well, I wanted to call you up on my birthday and tell you that last week 2 weeks ago, you were talking about that Nick Knoll record.
Nick Knoll, yes.
You should go onto Amazon US. You could be the first one to write a review. Nobody's written one yet.
Well, I tell you what, Catherine. That what we need is if you could go to Amazon, go to the UK and see if there are any more recent reviews. Click on the recent reviews. And what we need, because I've got a feeling, John, this is going to become a regular feature. We need someone to write a little jingle. A little theme song for this feature, Nick Knoll's Reviews, okay? We need someone to do that. So if you're at home listening and you're a music maker, there's a word for it, musician, yeah. If you're a musician or you work in the creative arts or whatever, if you could record a jingle for us that we can play every time we do Nick Knoll's Reviews, then that would be great. Send it to Ian@IainLee.com. That's happening, John. Hey, John, I took a punt today. I took a real punt today in an email I sent, and I don't think it's paid off. Can I tell you what happened? Oh, no, my friend Mel, who produces Sunday Brunch, she said, we've been offered this guest for Sunday Brunch. He's not right for us, but you might like him, right? And it was Harry Shearer.
Oh, yeah.
But he's only doing interviews as Derek Smalls from Spinal Tap. I went, I'm having that. So, I emailed the PR company and I said, I hear... and this... Right, just got to focus. Have you seen the movie Spinal Tap, John?
More than one.
Okay, right, you'll get this then. So I emailed the British PR company. Hi. My name is Iain Lee. I host the Late Night Alternative on talkRADIO. I hear Derek Smalls is doing some interviews. We'd love to have him on the show. To be honest, I thought he died. He'd be great for our Whatever Happened To feature. please let me know how we make this happen. And I sent it.
Right.
And I sent it this morning, and I've heard nothing back.
You're assuming the child who will receive this...
Hang on a minute, John, go on.
You know that the person who receives this will be a child who goes through the emails.
Yeah.
You're assuming that they're in on the joke.
Yeah. The 19-year-old being, well, this is rude. Why? This is rude. And I sent it.
List. We haven't got this guy.
I sent it and I thought, this is a real punt of an email, and nothing has come back. Nothing has come back. You know, he'd be great for our whatever happened to section. Oh! Ew, man. Anyway, John, go on.
Now, I have to come clean about something with you. On the side, out of my home, I publish a digital magazine.
Here we go.
And I've discovered...
So it's a blog?
...my experiences...
Yes.
No, digital magazine.
Well,
I'll even tweet you a link after I hang up.
I don't click on links, but if it's not on paper, it's not magazine. Anyway, let's we all know what we're thinking.
I've discovered in my experiences, when I say I'm interested in doing a whatever happened to her or where are they now feature, that I usually get rebuffed politely at best.
Yeah, but you get that this was a joke, right?
People don't seem to think that they should be forgotten about, and when you tell them they've been forgotten about, they tend to take it the wrong way.
Yeah.
I've found in my experience.
Right, okay. Hang on a minute. Just for those who are thinking, this might be it. Hang on a second. I'm just trying to find a specific scene from Spinal Tap. Hang on, is this it? No, this isn't it. There is basically a scene in Spinal Tap where they hear themselves being played on the radio, and the host goes, well, that's Spinal Tap, and they currently reside in our Where Are They Now files. So that was the joke.
And I understand that, but if he's trying to... Harry Shearer, who takes what he does very seriously,
falling
on a different kind of level...
No, but he's only doing interviews as Derek Smalls.
And Derek Smalls might take offense that he feels like you forgot about him. You shouldn't forget about Spinal Tap. They're the greatest British...
The thing is, that email, it hasn't gone directly to Derek Smalls. Although I've actually got Harry Shearer's email. Why don't I just email him direct?
Yeah, do.
I better not. We'll see. Anyway, John, what else did you want to suck the life out of?
That I wasn't trying to suck the life out.
No,
of
it's a joke.
You need to listen to your anecdote, and I felt like maybe I might have something constructive to offer. I don't want to just be the dumb stoner who calls in and drills on himself.
Okay. Okay, right. Okay. Well, this has turned into a weird vibe. Anyway, go on. What else?
Have you had an opportunity to be following the Celebrity Big Brother they're conducting in America?
No.
Well, then I think I'm just going to say thanks for letting me call in.
Thanks very much. Weird vibe, guys. 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. This is Talk Radio.
You've watched the Cult TV show, you've seen the controversial opera, you've read the best-selling book, and you've drunk the intoxicating aftershave.
Have you had to spell out that joke?
I thought it was right here, only on Talk Radio.
It is a really funny email. It's not I think it's a funny email.
Shop in Kentucky and enjoy the very best conversation, recreation, and just a little caffeination. It's Tales, Tunes, and Tomfoolery on the Jerry Springer Radio Show.
This Sunday morning from 6.
Only on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee. Unfiltered night talk with the original king of unconventional conversation on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Good evening, Nigel.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Nigel. What you got for us?
I thought I'll have a little chat. Are you keeping all right?
You're not interested.
What song are you going to sing?
Well, I wanted to talk about something specific.
Go on then.
Yeah, I don't know if you've had this yourself before. I've been off my antidepressant tablets for 3 days.
Right.
I know, are you still taking yours?
Oh, yes!
So I take one a day, clonazepam.
Right, okay.
500 milligrams, one a day.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm finding that I've got that thing where you keep repeating things. You know when you lock up a door?
Yes.
Or a lock?
Yeah.
I find I have to go back to it about 6 times, or, a lot of times, and I have to say to myself, stop it, you know.
Yeah.
Don't stop fiddling. And you know, nearly everything I touch, I have to go back to.
Right. That's okay.
Not everything, but sometimes it's worse some days than others.
Yeah, that's okay. These things happen, but that's not.
Have you heard of that?
Yes, I have. But that isn't OCD. OCD doing it
Is it serious?
No, it's not. It's not serious. You haven't got you.
What?
Yeah.
Am I becoming? Have I got dementia?
No, I don't know. That is. Listen, if you're asking me a question, let me answer it.
Yeah.
Right? I know you're worried, but if you're asking a question.
Yeah, about myself. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. If you're asking. Jesus! I know, dude, but if you're asking a question, let me answer it. Otherwise, you're going to worry yourself into the ground, right?
Yes, sir, Ian. Yes.
Yes, sir, Ian. That's better. Now.
Yes, I'm listening, Ian.
Right, good. I'm sorry to shout, but it's just, you know, if you've asked a question, then it's it. Right? That's. What you're doing, lots of people do. It's nothing to worry about. If you are worried, go and speak to your GP.
But I did mention it before, but is it a sign of dementia, though?
I don't believe it to be a sign of dementia, no.
Because I'm still remembering things, you know, when you need to get something in the shop or whatever.
Yep, no, I don't. That's not...
Sorry.
Just having to go and make sure you've locked the door 6 times isn't a sign of dementia. I do it sometimes.
Well, I worry about if I've done it properly, you know, done things properly.
Yeah.
And, would you like a song? Do you want it later on, or what do you think?
Could you listen? Here's the thing: we're gonna do a new feature. I don't know what it's going to be called. Kath will think of a.
Catherine.
Hello.
Kath will think of a clever title, but basically we're gonna read the Amazon reviews for Nick Knowles' album. We're gonna do it a couple of times a week. We need a jingle for it. Maybe you could write us a jingle.
About Nick Knowles?
Yeah, and his reviews on Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't we call it the Nick Knowles Amazon Review Rundown?
Yeah? You know, I've got a song on my Facebook. I've got a new song of me singing a Whitney Houston song.
Right. Is the... now, I don't know Whitney Houston's back catalogue too well, but do any of her songs concern either Nick Knowles or Amazon reviews, or in an ideal world, Nick Knowles' Amazon reviews?
I'll have to ponder on that one then. The Nick Knowles one.
Okay, you ponder.
But you're able to play YouTube over the air, aren't you? A song on YouTube.
Yeah.
It'd be easier to do that than me fix up my gear, you know, tonight.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
You can do it.
No, I can. I'm not going to play a YouTube video of you singing Whitney Houston. Let me let you to a little secret.
You'd rather me sing live.
It's only worth doing, and even that is, you know, like tiny. It's only worth doing if you do it live.
Of course, yeah.
It's only.
Sorry, my neighbours, that's why it's quite late. If I call up tomorrow night a bit earlier...
Let's go to Sam. Good evening, Sam.
Oh, hi, Ian.
Are you on speakerphone?
Yeah, do you want me to turn it on?
Yes, I do. I'm only keeping him on.
Oh, hi, Ian.
Are you on speakerphone?
Yeah, do you want me to turn it on?
Yes, I do. I'm only keeping him on.
Oh, hi, Ian.
Are you on speakerphone?
Yeah, do you want me to turn it on?
Yes, I do. I'm only keeping him on.
Oh, hi, Ian.
Are you on speakerphone? If you do it live?
Yeah, do you want me to turn it on?
Yes, I do. I'm only keeping him on.
Oh, hi, Ian.
Are you on doing if you do it live?
Yeah, do you want me to turn it on?
Yes, I do. I'm only keeping him on.
Oh, hi, Ian.
Are you on doing if you do it live?
Yeah, do you want me to turn it on?
Yes,
The BBC and the suspicious deaths and all that sort of stuff.
Yes.
So Well, depends what you'd prefer me to talk about, really. I can talk about either of them.
We can talk about whatever you want. Give it...
Well, yeah, I mean, BBC. Yeah, I mean, with regards to the...
Do you think the BBC are killing people?
Yes.
Go on, who have they killed?
Well, I think... Okay, so now my brother's...
Tell your brother to shut up.
Yeah,
shut up, brother.
He's telling you to shut up. Right, so...
That's okay, but that's kind of, you know, that's not fun. If anyone's offended by that, you have my apologies. That's not what we were aiming for, and that was in bad taste. So anyway, apologies. That's not what this show is about, and you know that. So I just tweeted. Just tweeted my Harry Shearer story, literally 3 minutes ago. 1 minute ago, Harry Shearer. To whom did you send it? Oh! I replied, I've had to check. It's on my phone, which is streaming my show right now. I'll let you know tomorrow. Oh, my phone just died. Why did my phone just die? I think maybe because I had a phone call. Anyway, you carry on talking, Kath, because I'm not near a microphone.
OK, well, I'm going to read you some of these delicious reviews for Nick Knowles.
Yeah,
if anyone is still umming and ahhing over purchasing, just hang on a little bit longer. You can get every kind of people. I think you can get... The songs are like 99p each now. And the price for the MP3 download at the moment is $7.99, but I have it on good authority. You can get it for much cheaper in your local bargain bin. So here we go. This is the latest crop of, and then I've not looked specifically for the bad ones. This is just the latest crop of reviews. Nick Knowles is truly a faith healer. I bought this for my bedbound granddad. 2 minutes into track 1, he jumped out of his bed, grabbed the CD player and threw it out the window. Thank you, Nick, you legend. Wow. Which is it's a heartwarming story.
Probably much like the flu
here's
or the
another
death
one.
of a loved
He
one.
may
Would not recommend if you don't need any DIY work doing. So, I mean, it's going down well. Complete utter rubbish from a narcissistic being.
That's not nice. No, that's not nice. People have blood sweated and toiled for this.
This CD is nobody's ever thank. Outstandingly horrific, steaming cowpat of an album.
Oh, no.
The most cripplingly awful vocal performance this country has ever encountered, an appalling exercise in the highest forms of self-delusion and self-congratulatory egocentricity from a ridiculous...
Go on. Got to read it. It's a review. It's online. It's in a public forum.
From a ridiculous Z-list TV turd.
Oh, no.
With all the musical talent of a heavily soiled mattress. Shame on the supporting musicians and all who took part in enabling this musical prolapse.
Oh, dear, a musical prolapse. That was my nickname at school.
One more?
Yeah, go on, let's have one more.
Will make you wish you were deaf. I recently recovered from complete hearing loss after an industrial accident. I returned to work after a long absence, pleased of my full recovery. This album happened to be playing when I got in and was on a loop all day. When I got home after my 8 hours, I held a lit firework to my head and managed to take out my hearing once more. Work is much more pleasant now.
03444991000. This is Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
A radio star is born.
What buzzkill? Both those guys were, the American and then that bloke in Rotterdam.
The News UK Startup Lab is back and is now accepting applications. If you're a mid-stage startup in the area of personal finance, we want to hear from you. We're also exploring opportunities with businesses in blockchain, audio and hyperlocal news. So if that's your area, get in touch. By joining the Startup Lab, you'll get product testing opportunities with our daily audience of over 12 million people, hands-on support from lean product, service and UX design specialists, access to our unrivaled industry expertise and network of brand and commercial partners, plus the opportunity of an ongoing partnership with News UK that could take your business to the next level. Join the News UK Startup Lab to put your startup on the path to scale. Find out more at newsukstartuplab.co.uk. Applications close Friday, 9th of March. The News UK Startup Lab. Let's see what we can do together.
Hello, Periscope. I don't know what happened. I think I might have had a phone call or something.
Up to 4 years warranty and 4 years servicing and roadside assistance. It's easy to drive, easy on the wallet, and even easier on the eye.
We're back now. Welcome.
More of what you do best.
Welcome. Good show tonight so far.
Less getting the van sorted, more
Nice
getting
and
the
silly.
job done.
That's what
Search
we want.
Vauxhall Vivaro. Conditional sale. 4 years 0% APR representative. Minimum 20% deposit plus VAT at 20% on total price. Financed by Vauxhall Finance. Subject to status 18+. T's and C's. Mileage limitations and exclusions apply.
Right now at Homebase, all Crown 2.5 litre standard coloured emulsion is just 2 for £22. Homebase, always your home, always low prices. In-store only. Exclusive.
Who's friends with Alex Lowe?
Brilliant.
Hazard skips past Messi.
Here's Aguero.
It's a funny old one.
With BT Sport, you'll see all 5 English teams still in the UEFA Champions League. It's free for 18 months with BT Infinity, now $24.99 a month. Search BT Broadband before the 22nd of February. Be there, BT Sport.
With BT Sport on Sky, $9.99 setup, 18-month contract.
Yes, mate.
$44.99.
Yes,
Prices
mate.
may
We
change.
are
New
owning
customers,
this.
30 gigabytes usage, direct debit terms apply.
Sometimes knowing what to do with your savings can be a little confusing. But with NS&I, you can relax because our new fixed-rate guaranteed growth bonds and guaranteed income bonds give you returns that are guaranteed. You can invest from £500 up to £1 million in each issue for 1 or 3 years. And because we're backed by HM Treasury, every pound is 100% secure. Enjoy peace of mind at nsandi.com. NS&I. Safer savings set you free.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Jamie East on Talk Radio. Irreverent afternoon entertainment and essential listening on the UK's premier forum of mind-expanding free speech.
Join me, Jamie East. We'll have guests, we'll have phone-ins. Just come to Jamie.
Afternoons with Jamie East. Tomorrow afternoon from 1 on Talk Radio.
The Late Night
Here we go.
With Iain Lee. On air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
Evening, dear listener. The Late Night Alternative with me, Iain Lee, her Catherine Boyle. We are the first ever radio show to be broadcasting live from a plane crossing the Atlantic. And we're flying to Toronto. We'll be doing the show tomorrow night from Toronto, so that's going to be good. 0344 499 1000. Psychedelic, esoteric, drop-in centre for the lost, the lonely, and the bewildered. You can call in about anything you want. We're trying to find out whether the BBC are murderers or not. We're compiling a list of people who've worked for the BBC who are dead, people who've worked for them that are still alive. So far, we have dead, my dad and Wogan and Danny Kendall, alive, Jonathan Ross, and the lad who played Danny Kendall, we think. Apart from that, you call in about absolutely anything you want. Let's go to Jerry. Good evening, Jerry.
Hello.
Hello, Jerry.
I'm doing very well.
What's going on, man?
Disease is getting on top of me at the moment.
Is it?
It's beating me.
The Parkinson's?
Yeah, it's bad shit. Sorry, bad.
That's right, you can say bad shit if the Parkinson's is getting to you. Tell me why, man, because you sound alright, but I'm guessing that's because you're doped up to the gills.
Yeah, I'm just trying to stay with it.
So why is it so bad?
It's just not... The drugs are not working very well.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
When was the last time you had them checked out?
I don't know, about 6 months ago, but I changed them.
Yeah.
And I thought it was going to be a good idea. It's not.
Well, maybe you should get another appointment in with your GP and tell him, 6 months in and it ain't feeling right.
No, it's not right. I'm just going to... It's called freeze. It's just going to freeze every hour.
Yeah, that's no good, is it?
Now quality of life's gone right down.
Yeah. Get an appointment in with the GP.
I've got another problem.
Uh-oh.
Social services.
Uh-oh, what's happening now?
They're my appointees.
They're your appointees?
Yeah.
Yeah, what does that mean? What's an appointee?
They control my finances.
Uh-oh. Yep.
Change over to PEPs.
Yeah.
Or something. Can't pull the forms in right.
Oh, don't. I'm having to sort the pips out for my mum, right?
Benefits are being stopped.
Oh, because she's going from whatever it was to mobility or whatever to pips, right? And I've not got power of attorney in that department because I've got to send a form in and I've just not got round to it. So everything's having to go through my mum. If I phone them up, I have to be there with my mum and she has to go on the phone and say...
Yes, it's me.
And exactly, and it's a real faff, and it's just dragging on, and they keep sending forms to her, and it's a nightmare, man, it's a nightmare, and she's got me to help her out. I'd imagine if someone, and the forms are really complicated, and I was struggling with the forms. Imagine, if someone hasn't got an intelligent, handsome, affluent, successful...
Modest.
very modest, the most modest person I know, son, helping them out. Imagine.
I've just got social services.
So, have they stopped your payments? What's going on?
Been suspended.
Oh.
Because they ballsed up.
Yeah.
All the money's gone.
I mean, the good thing is, it'll get sorted. The bad thing is you ain't got no money. Wait, how long do they reckon it's going to take to get it sorted?
I don't know, when we found out yesterday, because the social worker's been keeping it secret.
Social worker's been keeping it a secret?
I've been trying to arrange a meeting with him for 3 weeks.
Hang on. So when did the payment stop?
I don't know, he's not told me.
Right, so when did you speak to the social worker?
When I spoke to him, he won't speak to me.
What? What?
I'll get angry with him.
Why? When was the last time you spoke to your social worker?
Last year.
But, mate, it's February now.
I'm trying to get meetings with him. Can't do it to him. Keep saying he'll come, he never comes.
Right, so you don't know when your payment stopped?
I don't know what. I haven't got a balance in my account. I haven't got debit and credit. So I don't know what's going in and out. All he told me there's no money in the account. I haven't told me, he's told the carer there's no money.
Right, don't say it on air, but do you know the name of your social worker?
Yeah.
Right. Kath, can you go and talk to Jerry off air? Get the name of his... Do you have an email for this social worker?
No one can get it.
No, but have you got one?
I've got one.
Right.
Top of my head.
No, I don't want to have top of your head. Right, Kath, you go and find out the name of his social worker and find out the local authority that he works for, because we can probably work out the email address. Yeah. And we'll just send him an email saying, hey, Steve,
you've got something wrong.
You must have missed this, and just get Jerry's address and his full name and all of that stuff, so we can send all that. Now, they won't talk to me, Jerry, as you know, but if I send them an email... and say we mentioned it on the radio, I wouldn't be surprised if you get a phone call, maybe not tomorrow, but probably Monday or Tuesday. Because that's bang out of order, man.
Says I'm not well.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get more support.
I know. Listen, I'm going to put you through to Kath, give her all the details, and I will send an email during the news. Or I'll try and send an email during the news, okay? If I can't do it tonight, I'll do it tomorrow, all right, fella?
Say well,
Jerry, you stay there. You talk to Kath. Catherine, he's all yours. Unbelievable. For those who don't know, Jerry has been calling me for 8-9 years. He's younger than me. I think he's like 43, maybe. And he's got Parkinson's, and he lives in a care home. And some of you will remember that we had the pleasure, stroke misfortune, of speaking to Jerry one night when he'd fallen on the floor. And no one from the care home... Everyone ignored his calls and wouldn't come and pick him up. We had to phone the care home up and get them to go and pick him up. And it got very, very uncomfortable. It was about an hour and a half, I think. And now they've messed up his PIPs, his personal independence payments, basically his benefits. And the social worker won't... There must be a mistake. There must be a mistake. I'll send an email. I mean, we'll see what we can do. Oh, good evening, Katya.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
So, Angela Rippon is still alive.
Angela Rippon. That doesn't sound right.
What?
That name doesn't sound right.
Why?
Angela Rippon.
Yes. Anna Ford.
Anna Ford. Okay. Yeah, you're doing it alphabetically.
No, not really. And then David Attenborough is very, very much...
Well, it is. I'm going to put David Attenborough in the middle. What? Because he kind of straddles both camps, doesn't he? Put that Jerry clip out as well. He's like The Walking Dead, isn't he?
Oh, that's a bit rude.
Well,
it's factual.
I just tell it like I see it. I'm a no-nonsense kind of guy, Katia. Right. I don't know what your Dutch broadcasters are like over there in Europe where you live, but over here, we say things the way we see them. And I see him as neither living nor dead. He's one of the undead.
Okay. He's 92.
Oh dear, not long now.
Right, yes.
Well,
yes.
Hasn't he got a brother or something?
Yes, Richard Attenborough, Dickie Attenborough, who is dead, but he didn't work for the BBC.
Ah, okay.
So
that's suspicious. Then.
Yeah. But one of the Attenboroughs is dead, and the other one is neither here nor there.
Yeah. And that's it. I can't think of other presenters. Are we just doing presenters or what?
No. Was my dad a presenter?
No.
Thank you.
But that's a shame.
Yeah, he'd have been a terrible presenter.
He'd have been hilarious.
So anyone from the BBC, that's what we're doing?
Yes, anyone from the BBC who is dead and anyone from the BBC who is alive.
That's a lot of people.
Well, is it? That's what we want to find. We don't have the figure. Where have you got those statistics from?
Where
have you got what is the source of your... I'm going all James O'Brien on her.
If you knew this, Katia, why didn't you whistleblow?
Yeah. Yeah. You're worse than those people... You're worse than those people that kept stum about Savile.
Oh, no.
She's worse than those people. She's worse. She knew that the BBC were killing off people and she didn't say nothing about it.
No. Okay.
Yes.
Like people that work in the canteen or something.
Yep.
Okay.
Everyone in the canteen is dead. Flipping it. Right, I'll write that down.
Maybe that's the source of the problem.
Canteen staff. But Katia, that is a real head flip.
Yeah.
You flipped my head, man.
So, Justin is still alive. We know that.
Yep.
Justin who?
Deavy.
Justin Deavy.
And Justin from Justin's house.
Yep.
Write him down.
But Justin Deavy and...
Mr. Tumble.
Mr. Tumble. Okay. This is great. We're getting somewhere.
We're not getting anywhere. I'm not going to stay here.
We're getting somewhere.
You know what the right-hand side column is turning into?
Yeah.
List of suspects.
It is actually. Yeah. It is.
No.
Yes?
It's a bit unfair on myself, first of all.
Okay. Didn't understand that. Please, I will say this. I make this plea at the start of every show. Maybe you didn't hear it. Please, all calls in English.
En anglais.
Okay. I'm saying again, this is very unfair on myself.
Again, sorry, if you could just stick. We are in England. We voted to leave. So please, I know you're upset. I know you're angry, but please, we speak English on this radio show.
That's not very fair.
Right, I'm cutting her off. I've told her twice. We are an English, but we voted to leave. We are an English-speaking nation. We are an English-speaking station. We are an English-speaking radio show.
When will they invoke Article 50?
Thank you. 0344 499 1000. Jim, Sarah, G, Simon, two Simons, wowzers. 2 Simons and a Sarah. 3 out of the 3/5 of the callers in the next hour that we know of so far begin with S. Coincidence? I think not. We really are getting somewhere with this death list and suspect list of people who worked at the BBC. We've talked about Grange Hill, car mechanic simulator. I've got loads of stuff to talk about. You can call in about whatever you want. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. You get a call back. It will cost you pennies at the most. 0344 499 1000. I'm Iain Lee. She's Catherine Boyle. This is the late night alternative, only here on Talk Radio. Beautiful.
We've got entertainment, but we're not afraid to use it. Talk Radio.
Winston Wolfe, Direct Line. You're Harry the Plumber.
Yeah?
A successful small businessman like yourself needs protection. Meet Lars and Vlad. They're big.
Hello.
Big shot lawyers, that is. See, they create and check legal documents that you can download. So you're covered. And this legal document service comes with your Direct Line insurance.
Wow. Yeah. Direct Line's public liability insurance includes a legal document service. Can your insurance do that? Search Direct Line Public Liability Insurance. New and existing customers underwritten by UK Insurance Limited.
Pulling pints at a golf club was boring. But since joining the Navy as a steward, no 2 days have been the same. I've learned loads of new skills that have helped me serve high-profile officials in places as far-flung and exotic as the Caribbean and the Indian Ocean. I'm now fully qualified in hospitality management, so I could leave and help run a hotel. But why do that? when I can help run a state-of-the-art Navy warship. I was born in London, but I was made in the Royal Navy. Start your journey. Search Made in the Royal Navy.
What seems to be the problem? It's my career. It's broken down. Well, let's take a look. Work-life balance? How's that running? It's not. Okay, so you're the boss or the employee? The slave. Know what? You need something new, mate.
Become a RED driving instructor and change direction. With comprehensive training, job satisfaction, and work in your own hours. RED. Get your career in gear. Go to reddrivingschool.com for details. Go RED and get ahead.
We could tell you about our new SUV's luxurious space, but that would limit your imagination. We could describe its beautiful styling, or even shout about its off-road capability, but words wouldn't do it justice. To truly understand Levante, you must talk its language. Levante, the Maserati of SUVs, from £56,250. Available now with tailored finance packages.
At Wix, there's 15% off all tiles and flooring on top of existing offers, helping you do your project right. Ends Monday. Wix, let's do it right.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Talk Radio, on the hour news headlines.
From the Sky News Centre at 11, Donald Trump says making schools safer will be his administration's top priority after a mass shooting in a school in Florida yesterday. The suspect, Nicholas Cruz, has appeared in court charged with 17 counts of premeditated murder. Earlier, it emerged the 19-year-old may have posted a warning online and was a member of a white nationalist group. Speaking in an address to the nation, the US president paid tribute to the victims.
Each person who was stolen from us yesterday had a full life ahead of them, a life filled with wondrous beauty and unlimited potential and promise.
3 victims of the former football coach Barry Bennell say their men united in justice and have urged other victims of sex abuse to come forward. Bennell has been convicted of 43 historical counts of abusing young boys, and police say another 86 possible victims have come forward. A 31-year-old woman has been charged with murder and neglect following the death of a baby in Essex. The 7-month-old died in Buckhurst Hill last August, but tests show they'd suffered multiple fractures. A former executive with Oxfam, who was forced to resign for sexual misconduct in Haiti, has written an open letter. Roland van Houmeiren says he wasn't a saint, but he didn't pay women for sex. In sports, Celtic are 1-0 up in their Europa League last 32 tie with Zenit St Petersburg after Callum McGregor's goal in Glasgow. Brendan Rodgers' side take the advantage to Russia next week.
Very good victory for us. I thought the performance was outstanding. You know, we're playing us here.
Hello, Periscopers. Hope you're well. I can't see what you're typing as it's too far away, and it doesn't work on my computer for some reason.
We were excellent.
Earlier, Arsenal beat Swedish club Östersund 3-0.
Don't forget, if people
and
are being
McDonald's
idiots,
is
you can
removing
mute them.
cheeseburgers from its
And if they're
Happy
being
Meal
rude,
menu
you can
in
send
the
me an
US
email,
to make
Iain
its
at
food
iainlee.com
for
with their
children
username, and I'll
healthier.
block them.
The changes have already been implemented in the UK. That's the latest. I'm Annie Green.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
03444991000 is the telephone number. It's a bit noisy. Let's we can just turn the aeroplane down a little bit. 03444991000. The first show ever to come live from an airplane. Why do they call it an airplane in America? Because it's not. The aero is it's not because it's up in the air. Aero is not air. It's the aerodynamics that make the plane, that lift the plane. That's why it's called an aeroplane. But Americans just call it an airplane.
Yeah, it's simpler for them to write, isn't it?
That's so dumb. What is wrong with Periscope? But Periscope keeps stopping. Oh well, never mind. I stopped. I don't quite know why. That's so dumb, isn't it? That's really dumb. 03444991000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. I'm not quite sure why Periscope has stopped. Oh well, maybe I'll start it a bit later on, but I'm a little bit busy doing a radio show. Let's go to Jim. Good evening, Jim.
Oh, it's me.
Is your name Jim?
I hope so.
Right, we'll come back to you in a minute. No, we'll come back to you now, because we've just got a vibe. Go on, Jim.
I'm trying to find some Weird Al stuff for you. You aware of Weird Al Yankovic?
I didn't quite get that. What?
You aware of Weird Al Yankovic?
Are you aware that Weird Al Yankovic, as that's how his name is pronounced, has been on this show?
Has he?
Yes.
Oh, well, you're a better man than I am.
I don't know if I'm a better man than you. Have we spoken before, Jim?
Yes, we have. A couple of times.
What did we speak about?
Well, what time?
Did we argue?
Once. Yes, yeah, we have argued once.
What did we argue about? Could you remind me?
We argued about... excuse me. We argued about that there's Japanese animation isn't as good as English animation.
Is that all we argued about? Because I'm feeling a vibe. This is what I kept. I'm feeling a vibe that there was more animosity, but maybe I've imagined that.
Well, no, I'm wouldn't lie to you. I'm a big fan of yourself.
Okay, all right, fair play. But anime is rubbish.
Oh yeah, it's shite.
It's shite. Yes, it's shite. So you go on.
I'm just trying to find. I can't find it now.
Can I ask you a direct question?
Yes.
Are you steaming?
In what sense?
In the drink sense.
And the cannabis sense, and yes.
So you're drunk and stoned, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. And how's... Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, so, yeah, I am...
No point in lying.
Drunk and stoned.
You did what?
I say, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm drunk and stoned.
Okay, well, and how's that going?
Well, I'm sat on the phone next to you. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, that's good. Well, as long as we're keeping you company, brother, that's the main thing. That's the main thing.
I'm alone and not to do.
Why are you alone?
Because I don't want to get into that anyway, brother.
Okay, you don't have to get into that, but I detect a sadness in your voice, and if you wanted to share why you were alone, then you'd be very welcome to. And if you don't want to, then I certainly wouldn't pry.
But there's a lot of sadness in my soul.
I can feel that, man. I can feel that. I thought it was anger I was detecting, but it's not. It's sadness.
Oh no. Sorry, if there's any anger detected there is no anger.
No. I was wrong. I was detecting something dark in you, and I thought it was anger, but it's not anger. It's sadness. And I'm not going to say I feel sorry for you, man, because that's patronising. But I empathise with you, and I hope things pick up, and I also hope that you've got people that you can share that sadness with.
Oh well, I hope I found. Okay, I'll be blatantly honest with you, Ian.
Go on then. Yellow card. You can't.
Sorry,
that's all right.
Sorry.
It's a yellow card. Don't you worry. It's a yellow card. You can't use the F word. But go on.
Do apologise. There is nothing in my life. I have my job, my life. I wake up and I go to sleep, and that's it.
And how long's it been like that?
7 years.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, it's depressing, isn't it?
It is depressing. It's depressing.
Yeah.
And I feel for you living, being unhappy for 7 years, and I could see why getting stoned and getting, drunk would seem like a nice alternative to escape the mundanity and the drabness of everyday life.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say it's a nice alternative. It is the alternative.
Yeah. The alternative being dead.
Well, it's either this or shite. No, nothing. You know what I mean?
I do.
Sorry, I've gone a bit deep.
It's all right. We can get deep, man. This is, it's 11 minutes. Look, it's 11:11. That's always weird, isn't it? It's we can get deep at mystical times of the night. That's what one of the things we're here for.
Well, you're ex-stoner and you used to take drugs. And
yeah, I did. And I had a lot of clean time. I had years of clean time under my belt. And then I had a relapse recently.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, what did you do?
It doesn't matter exactly what I did, but I did stuff that I haven't done for a long time.
Come on, man. Be honest. I'm being honest.
No, I'm being as honest as I'm prepared to be on air. And maybe if we were sat in a cafe, I might be a little bit more honest. But what I did is irrelevant. It's the fact that I did something that falls out of my current moral code is the thing.
Yeah. Sounds okay. Yeah, but no worries. You don't have to be.
So I'm back to counting the days again.
But it's nice that you like well, this is my opinion.
Go on, let's hear your opinion. I'd like to hear it, Jim. No, I would. That wasn't me being sarcastic. I would like to hear it.
It's nice that you can go out of that you have that bubble that you're in. You're like, okay, I'm not going to drink. I'm not going to smoke. I'm not going to blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And you have that one day where you can have that chance to have a joint. But you can have that chance to have a pint.
Yeah, but
and then you're back into right. Say that's a Tuesday.
For people like me, that is that one is too many and 1,000 is never enough, and that there is no such thing as one joint for me. Why would you have one joint when you've just bought an eighth? In fact, why are you going to buy an eighth? You might as well buy a half. Sod it, let's just get a brick. Do you know what I mean? The one joint, the one beer, the one glass of wine, I don't understand that thinking.
You are exactly the same as me, brother.
Yeah, and I'm trying to claw my way back up the ladder to sobriety.
I've not had a beer. I've been off the beer now because of medical reasons.
Yep.
I'm 14 beers now in.
Oh, mate. What time did you start?
3.
So you're pacing yourself. Are you working tomorrow?
Yeah, man. I've got to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, mate. Come on now.
I'm a dickhead.
No, you're not a dickhead. I'm not judging you.
Sorry.
No, you can say dickhead. Jim, I'm not judging you. I just know that feeling of I've got to be up in under 6 hours and I'm trashed. I know that feeling.
Do you know what the most stupid thing is? I've only called you for like a little chat and a stupid reason. I've got another 6 beers in the fridge, and I will probably drink them.
I know you probably will. When we both know the most sensible thing now would be to go to bed and try and get some sleep.
Yeah, but I'll end up drinking them beers.
There's no. What are they? Bottles or cans? Cans, of course they're cans.
Cans.
There's. What are the chances?
Amazon now deliver cans to your front door.
God, do they? Jim, I'm going to say something that you're going to laugh at. Do you mind if I say something funny?
Help yourself, brother. Help yourself.
What are the chances of you pouring 2 of those cans down the sink?
No, none.
None? One of them? No. You couldn't pour one of them down the sink for me? No, let me rephrase that. You couldn't pour one of them down the sink for you? Go on. Might as well pour one. You still got 5 cans, and you got to be up in 5 hours and 45 minutes. Go on, pour a can down the sink. Go on, let's hear.
Can't do it.
Why can't you? No, I know you can't. Why can't you do it? Can you try and put it into words? Because there'll be people listening who don't get it, and I get it. But try and say why you can't.
What is it, mate? All right?
Yeah. I love you, man. Genuinely. I know what you're going through.
That was hard to admit, man.
You said it, though, and I love you for saying it. I love you, and I love your honesty. I respect your honesty, and I respect you. And I know that each time you open one of those cans, you're going to sit there looking at it thinking, this is poison. I might as well get it down me. Go and pour one.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
May as well get it down me.
And then that feeling when you get to the last one and you try and savour it, and that last sip, and then you go back and you think, well, I've finished it. There might be another one in the fridge. Let me go and have a look. And you look, and there won't be another one in the fridge. And you'll go, well, maybe I left one. Maybe there's one under the sofa. And you'll go and have a look, and there won't be. And then that bleakness and that emptiness will hit you, man. Oh, man, come on.
Oh, mate, yeah.
Am I close? Am I close?
Yeah. You're a damn good person, man.
You're a good man too, Jim. You're a good man. Despite what your head is telling you, you're a good man. You're a good man, Jim. You deserve better than this. We both deserve better than this.
Thank you.
All right, brother. Take care of yourself.
And yourself.
Give us a call any time, Jim, all right?
Cheers.
Take care, man. I had to wait for him to put the phone down because I couldn't hang up on him. Wow. Have you got the number for AA there? Let's have that. It's not for Jim, but maybe for anyone else who's listening. He phoned in to play some Weird Al Yankovic, and I knew there was something. I thought we'd had a Barney about something before, but I could just tell there was a vibe there. There was a very unhappy vibe there, and what's the number?
Horrible disease. 0207 407 0700. That's 0207 407 0700.
Isn't there a free phone number? I thought there was a free phone number for AA. I could be wrong.
This is the one that they put right at the top of the search, but let me check. You're
if you go to the AA website, it will say on the top there'll be a banner at the top.
Oh, yeah, sorry, apologies. Right, 0800 9177 650.
All right, so this is it. This is a free phone number, so go and do it again.
OK, 0800 9177 650.
And the people that answer it are alcoholics, not, the ones that have got a bit of clean time. And it's not a counsellor, it's not the police, it's not the council, it's not a doctor, it's someone who's probably got 5, 6, 7 years or more of not drinking under their belt. And thanks for that call, Jim, because that's resonated a lot with me and with what is going on with me at the moment. And I respect your honesty, man, if you're still listening. And I mean it, I love you, man. And you deserve better. You deserve better. And I hope you get some sleep. 0344 499 1000. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
Talk Radio. Talk and entertainment across the nation.
Talk Radio.
Give it some lip.
Imagine a car built entirely by a philosophy, where every element has a purpose or has no place, where less controls mean more control, and the space is respected, not filled. Imagine a car with everything you need and nothing you don't. The new Volvo XC40, overall winner What Car of the Year Awards 2018. Sign up for the exclusive launch event at your local Volvo retailer on the 22nd of February at xc40event.co.uk.
This week at Tesco, get a large roasting beef joint for half price at £5 a kilo. Tesco. Every little helps. Selected stores excluding Express while stocks last ends 20th February.
Sometimes knowing what to do with your savings can be a little confusing. But with NS&I, you can relax because our new fixed-rate guaranteed growth bonds and guaranteed income bonds give you returns that are guaranteed. You can invest from £500 up to £1 million in each issue for 1 or 3 years. And because we're backed by HM Treasury, every pound is 100% secure. Enjoy peace of mind at nsandi.com. NS&I. Safer savings set you free.
Oh, brilliant from Pogba.
Oh, Dele Alli on Dybala.
Hazard skips past Messi. Here's Aguero. Good drive.
Oh, Salah!
With BT Sport, you'll see all 5 English teams still in the UEFA Champions League. It's free for 18 months with BT Infinity, now $24.99 a month. Search BT Broadband before the 22nd of February. Be there, BT Sport.
With BT Sport on Sky, $9.99 setup, 18-month contract, then $44.99 a month. Prices may change. New customers 30 gigabytes usage. Direct debit terms apply.
I've worked with loads of vinyl mats, but this upgraded Dulux Trade vinyl mat is something else. It's smooth, really smooth. Application-wise, it goes on brilliantly, and all with the same great opacity and coverage as before.
Oh, very good, love. Now hurry up and butter that toast.
We've upgraded Dulux Trade vinyl mat to offer a smoother consistency and easier application, because what matters to you matters to us. Upgraded Dulux Trade vinyl mat. Find out more at duluxtradepaintexpert.co.uk.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000. It's a phone-in show where anything goes. You can phone in about heavy stuff. You can phone in about stupid stuff. You can phone in about dumb stuff. Anything goes. Honestly, it's a drop-in centre for the lost, the lonely and the bewildered. I'm Iain Lee. You're Catherine Boyle. Is that correct? Have you still not seen those documents that will prove that one way or another? You can give us a call. 0344 499 1000. Periscope is down. I don't know what's going on. I'll try and boot it up again a bit later. So many calls. Let us go to... We've got 2 Simons, so I'm going to go to Sarah. Good evening, Sarah.
Hi, Ian. Oh my God, you've had me in tears. Oh my goodness.
Well, that was some call, huh? Some call. What a guy.
Oh, my ex died of liver cirrhosis complications in October.
Oh, blimey.
And so I'm really thanks. So good that you've put the call out. I'm normally so bright and happy. Sorry.
That's all right. No, we don't have to be, if we're not feeling it, we don't have to be bright and happy. I'm sorry for your loss, and I suspect that the Jim didn't really phone in to play me Weird Al Yankovic. No. He had, he may not have consciously known why he was phoning in, but his subconscious was telling him he needed to speak to someone because he's been in his flat since 3:30 this afternoon, getting pissed, and I bet he's spoken to no one. So I'm glad he gave us a call, and I hope he makes it through to tomorrow, which I'm sure he will do.
Okay, I'm going to try and stop crying.
Okay, come on, man up, Sarah, man up.
Hi, Ian. Hi, Kath.
Hello.
Hello, hon. So I actually rang in to say something really positive.
Oh,
believe it or not.
Yes.
I had because I'm on medication for depression and anxiety.
Yes.
So I had my annual review kind of thing you have to have at the doctor's.
Yeah.
And that was in January. My liver function test came back a bit dodgy.
What?
Yeah, talk about livers. And she said it could be your medication. We'll take another blood test.
Yes.
And we might need to tweak everything, take a scan. And I got my second lot of blood results back today, and it came back all clear.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe you should get a third one then to make sure. I mean, that one comes back wrong. And then fourth one, you have to just keep getting liver tests.
Best of 3. Going every week.
Keep getting liver tests. That's what you should do. All right, have you ever had a lumbar puncture, or as they call it in America, a spinal tap?
Oh no!
Oh, it's where they inject into the base of your spine to get some spine juice. Is it spine juice or brain fluid? I think it's brain fluid. But anyway, it's the juice out of your spine, right? And it's the weirdest thing. And I had to have one because I thought I had MS, and it's really the only way to tell if you've got MS or not is to have that. So I had all these tests, and then I went and had that. And I was set for it to be the most hideous experience ever. And it was all right. You kind of lie on your side and with your knees up, and they put the needle in, and it's they give us an anaesthetic at the base of the spine. It's uncomfortable, and it takes about 10 minutes, and they get a tiny little phial of clear juice out. And man alive, I wanted to drink that juice. But they did that. And then she said, right, what you got to do is go, you might have a headache for a bit, go home and lie down, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I got up and I was a little bit dizzy, and I went home and I went to bed, right? And I lay down and I went to bed. I lay down. In the morning I woke up, right, and I thought, I feel all right, I feel fine. This is great. And I got up, flipping it. As I stood up, my head went, I was dizzy. This migraine kicked in from nowhere, because it takes about a week for that tiny amount of spine juice to grow, right? And I couldn't move, and I had the worst case of seasickness I've ever had for a week, and I had to lie on my back for a week. And if I just lay on my back, at the very best, I just felt incredibly nauseous. If I turned my head or tried to get up, I was all over. Oh, it was awful.
That sounds like my worst nightmare.
It was horrendous. If anyone's going for a lumbar puncture tomorrow, it's going to be lousy. It's the worst thing you can do.
Cheer everyone up.
It's awful.
Yeah,
Absolutely awful.
I've had my jaw broken and reset.
Oy.
That was 5.5
I love
hours
the
of life.
fact that now we're playing hospital top trumps.
Yeah.
The lumbar puncture is my probably the worst thing I've had, because I've not broken anything. Oh no, I know the most painful thing was my anal fissure.
God.
Yeah.
Pardon?
I had what happens is...
Isn't that a character out of Home and Away?
This is...
Or some kind of sport.
Do you go up to kids in wheelchairs and pull faces? This is... There'll be people at home going, oh... Basically, I had terrible piles, hemorrhoids.
Oh.
And what happens when you've got hemorrhoids is sometimes you force too much, and what it does is it creates a split above the anus... And what it means...
Was it above, or was it your taint, or...?
It's literally, there's the anus, and it's literally above it. It creates a tear, and it feels like you're shitting glass. Okay, guys?
All right.
Funny? Laughing now, are we? Laughing at a guy who feels like he's passing glass. And
I've had 2 babies. I can laugh at everyone.
It's the most painful thing I've ever endured, right? And you go to the doctor and you say... There's something and they look and they go, oh, you've got an anal fissure. And what they do is they give you some cream to put on it, right? They give you cream, you've got to eat a lot of fibre, and they give you a laxative, right? So that for months you're just passing water, and you rub this cream on your anal fissure. And I was thinking, and obviously they said you've got to wipe forward, because if you wipe back, it's well, I heard one comedian describe something different, but putting Marmite in the butter dish.
Yes, exactly.
But basically the cream didn't fix it, so I had to go, and they had to sew up the crack above my crack. They had to sew up my anal fissure. That's when I was on tramadol. And the guy told me, oh, you'll be able to go to work the next day. I was off for 2 weeks. I couldn't move. Going to the toilet was just, it was horrendous. Horrendous.
I think I can trump you on that, though.
Well, trumping was another thing I was... had to be very, very careful about.
When I was 7, I had my tonsils out.
Yeah.
The surgeon didn't sew the thing, top of my mouth, wherever the tonsils are, up properly.
What? Yeah.
I had to have a blood transfusion the next day.
Wow.
They nearly killed me.
I think an anal fissure is better.
Well, you didn't die of it.
Well, she didn't die of that.
She nearly did.
Well, hang on a minute. She didn't die of it.
And the intervention of...
all night.
By the way, people like me who give blood, I mean, you're welcome, Sarah.
Thank you so much. It might have been yours. You never know.
Could have been. I can give to everyone, you see. I'm very special. I'm like a unicorn. I have. I'm O negative, which means I can only have my own, but I can give to everyone. That's why I was put on this planet, to be some sort of harvesting device.
You life. You are...
Right, now listen, stay there, Sarah. G's on the line. Good evening, G.
Hi, buddy.
Are you on speakerphone?
No.
It sounds
I'm in the bathroom.
Oh, okay, fine. Right, now, I've just got your email. You've sent me a Nick Knowles Amazon review.
Oh, please don't play it. Please. That is embarrassing.
Well, why did you send it to me then?
Because it was kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing. And go on, then. Go on.
Right, hang on a minute. Why is...
This is it, the Nick Knowles bit.
Right, hang on a minute. What was that? Why is it come out as a weird form? Right,
it's the Nick Knowles bit. The Nick Knowles bit. This is it. The Nick Knowles
bit. The Nick Knowles bit.
It's the best one we've got so far.
Yeah, easily.
Easily.
Oh, wow.
But only just. Considering it's the only one, it's only just.
There's not a lot in it.
Not a lot in it, G. What do you reckon, Sarah?
Thank you very much.
Play it again so she can hear it.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Play again.
Yeah. I keep meaning to set up. I've got my hotkeys here, and for the last year, I've been meaning to tidy up my hotkeys because I've got everything scattered everywhere, and use them properly and play the effects and stuff like that. And I just go.
You're going to drag that into plums?
I'm going to.
That is not an effect. That is a cause.
What? Hang on a minute.
I'm so confused.
It won't let me.
You should be.
It won't let me drag it. Which you've done it in a really weird format. What format is it?
I recorded it on WhatsApp, sent it to my wife. She emailed it to me. I sent it to you.
Right, so it's on like a made-up format that only VLC will play. I'm getting geeky now, guys, but trust me, this is the only person who doesn't know how to record an MP3 on their phone.
He's recorded his voice in portrait.
To record an MP3 was the easiest way to do it when you
shut up, man. Say that again,
I'm
Catherine.
trying to work out.
Right, you shut up as well. Catherine's got a zinger. Catherine's got a zinger, and it's worth hearing. Catherine, I will use this joke at a later date. Catherine,
gee, you've recorded your voice in portrait.
Wow.
Now you do it, Ian.
Gee, you've blew in record. It's the equivalent of recording your voice in portrait mode, you idiot.
Wow, I have nothing more to say.
Okay, well then we'll say goodnight. I can't even drag it into my hotkeys.
Wow.
It's OGG. What format is OGG?
OG.
Flipping heck, man. What an absolute prune. Outrageous.
I'm trying to work out what's better, the album or that.
Well,
that's probably recorded in OG too.
You know, the dream. And if he's got any sense of humour, he'd do this. For Nick Knowles to record the Nick Knowles Amazon review jingle. That's the dream.
Oh.
That's the dream.
Shall I write to him?
No. 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 I nearly said something there that would have been libelous. So
the thing is, Nick Knowles is really.
I know what
fit.
you're going to say.
Go on, Sarah.
He's really
fit, but then he's really fit, hot, like I would.
Ooh.
But the problem is, he's just completely ruined it all by doing this album. I don't find him as hot now. I've listened to him sing.
Well, that's it. It's drying the ladies up. The exact opposite of what he wanted. Oh, well, these things happen. Did we get to the point of your call, Sarah?
Oh, yeah, I think we did.
OK, let's assume we did. We'll put the two adverts together. Let's go to... Is that what he does? Let's go to Simon in Worcester. Good evening, Simon in Worcester.
Hello, Ian. Hello, Carl.
Hello, Simon.
Hello, Simon.
How are we? Are we all right?
Oh, I feel... yes.
Good. I've got 3 things for you.
Go on.
First of all, Akinator.
Yeah.
I've spent all day trying to find somebody the Akinator doesn't get.
There are a few. Go on, who didn't it get?
Darren Day.
Did you not get Darren Day?
Oh,
right, hang on a minute.
Change. That
hang on a minute. We're gonna have a look. I'm gonna have a go on it because you must have got one of the things wrong. It must know right. So Akinator is this guy. My kids love it. It's a guy. It's a website and an app. It's got full of pop-ups. It's horrible to look at, but it guesses people. Right. He wants my age. All right, 44. Why do you need to know my age?
Because it's taking your details.
We're going to try
in case anyone
Darren Day.
you.
Is your character real? Yes. Is your character a girl? No. Is your character British? Yes. It knows. Is your character a YouTuber? No. Is your character more than 40 years old? Yes. Yeah. Is your character dead? No. Is your character on a popular TV show? Not anymore, so no.
No.
Has your character recorded any albums? Yes, he has.
Yeah, I think he has.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
Was your character already famous in the 70s?
No.
Does your character drive expensive cars? No. Is your character the lead singer of a band? No. Has your character been a member of a famous band? No. Is your character a singer? Well,
yeah, he was.
He's an actor and singer.
Yeah.
We'll put yes. Was your character famous in the 80s? No, he was 90s.
Yeah, it was 90s.
90s. Does your character wear a raincoat?
Well, probably if it rains.
No. Is your character white? Yes. Does your character play for the Spurs? No. Does your character have any children? Google if he has any children.
I think he has. Didn't he have one with Suzanne Shaw?
I don't know, mate.
Hang on.
I just don't know.
I think I put don't know to that one.
Hang on.
Okay. It must know Darren Day. It knows Jamie Lomas.
Yep, he's got one.
I don't need to know the details. I'm just saying yes. Has your character ever been in a car accident? Google Darren Day, car accident. He seems the sort. He seems like a reckless, impulsive...
Yep, he smashed his wife's car up.
There we go, yes. Did your character partake in the British TV show I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here? He did, didn't he?
Hang on.
Yeah, I think he did.
Day's been in it. Mate.
You've got him.
At one time, it was I'm a Celebrity, Get Me in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, yes. Oh, it's Peter Andre you were thinking of.
Obviously.
He's not British.
He's got British citizenship now. British citizenship.
So he's a Cypriot.
He's got British citizenship now. He's got British citizenship. That's quite funny. I'm doing a funny thing. He's got British citizenship.
Yeah, well done, mate.
Okay, Simon, that was point number one. You were thinking of Peter Andre.
That was your mistake.
Yeah, I was, obviously, yeah. Grange Hill.
Yes?
If I said to you Claire Scott, what would you say?
I would say she's hot. Was she the one that went out with Michael Winner?
Oh, yes, she might have done. Paula Ann Bland, I think, was the actress' name.
Oh, mate! I had such a crush on her!
Yes.
There she is. There she is. Yeah, no. Oh, gosh.
On the Grange Hill thing as well.
Hang on a minute. Paula Ann Bland. What?
She had a lovely flicky hair.
I haven't heard that name. I had such a... Oh, look, there she is, dressed like an Amazonian that's had all her clothes ripped off. And
Get on the show. Grange Hill reunion night.
Well, I'm not doing that. Oh, look, there she is. And good for her. Good for Paula Ann Bland. Isn't that funny? Isn't that
Absolutely.
Funny? Yeah.
Bring back Grange Hill. Justin Lee Collins did that. I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah.
What has happened to Justin Lee Collins? Well, where is he?
You know what happened?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He went to court for spousal abuse. There we go. Paula Ann Bland's on Twitter as @Paula Ann Bland, actress and ambassador for the Good Grief Trust. There's Paula Ann Bland. I'll send her a little tweet and say hello. Well, he was found guilty, I believe, of some form of spousal abuse. I don't remember the full details. A lot of it was mental cruelty. I don't know if he got found guilty of physical cruelty.
No, I think you're right. I think it was mental.
He was convicted of harassing his ex in 2012.
I do know that I was apparently mentioned in that court case because I'd met his ex a couple of times. She was... Anyway.
Right.
And
does he still work in show business?
He does. He tweets me occasionally, and I'm never quite sure how I'm supposed to respond because I don't know, and I don't know him, but I've met him a few times before all this happened. I believe he still does a radio show on Fubar, but. I mean, there was talk about him going in the Big Brother house. There's always talk every year. It's like, just
of course, he would be sort of nailed on for that sort of thing, wouldn't he, to try and improve his public.
But
he's got a show on Fan TV UK.
Yeah, I guess maybe that was. I really don't know how to phrase this. So I'm going to phrase it in a way that's probably really insensitive. But I just, if I try and get the correct phrase, we'll have an hour of dead air. I guess that was too serious a crime for the mainstream TV to... It will be too much for a mainstream TV or radio station to invite him back on because of the flack that they would get. And when, they could get a dozen other people to do it and get no flack whatsoever. Does that make sense, Catherine?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I'm all for, I'm kind of all for giving people second chances and things like that, but no one has a right to be on television or on radio, and if what he did was lousy. It was horrendous. It was horrendous.
Yeah.
And when he tweets me, I'm never sure how I'm supposed to. It makes me feel. When he tweets me, I allow myself to feel uncomfortable, and I don't quite know.
You mentioned that he'd brought you into.
Yeah, that's not the issue I have.
Yeah.
That's not the issue I have. I just don't know how I should interact. I just don't know what the etiquette is. Yeah. That's the phrase. I don't know what the etiquette is. And when Sam Delaney worked here, me and Sam had a conversation about him, and I said I'd love to hear the interview with him, the interview
The
where
Piers Morgan.
Yeah, and Sam said, well, you should do it. And I said, I don't think I'd want to. I don't know.
But he's not sold it. He's not given his story to the newspapers or anything, has he? He just kept very out of the public eye.
I think if any newspaper were to pay for the story from the side of the abuser, I think that would be, treated pretty poorly.
Yeah. And the last thing is, I've spent a long time trying to think about anybody alive at the BBC.
Yeah.
And I've got a couple.
Go on.
Michael McIntyre, I think, is alive.
Okay, yeah.
And Graham Norton.
Yeah.
McIntyre and Norton. It's a surprise that Graham Norton's. Of course, it's a surprise that Norton is still alive. What with him having to fight off all those viruses? Norton antivirus software.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah?
Really?
Yeah.
Norton antivirus software.
Yeah.
Him and McAfee.
No.
Yeah. Okay. No. Okay.
Needs a bit more work, that.
Right.
Okay.
The dead list.
Go on.
I think I agree with you. I think there's something going on at the BBC.
Go on.
Dustin G.
Yep.
Wasn't he ITV?
Larry Grayson.
No, he was
I think he led
BBC,
wasn't he?
Yeah.
Larry Grayson.
Yep.
Kenny Everett.
Yep.
John Noakes and Shep.
Yep. Noakes and Shep. Yep.
Les Dawson.
Flippin' heck, mate. Yeah.
John Peel.
Yep.
Stuart Hall.
No, he's still alive. He's just a sex offender, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise that. Heinz Wolf from The Great Grace.
Okay, yep, Wolf. No, Wolf is still alive, isn't
he's not.
No,
he
he's
died?
not. He died quite recently, I think.
Right, very suspicious, yep.
Buster Merrifield.
Yep.
Gosh.
Mike Smith.
It's all stacking up.
Smitty, yeah.
And one other I think I've got somewhere. Jill Dando, unfortunately.
Okay, well, yeah, we keep mentioning. I don't think the BBC were involved in that.
Can we pop Brucey on there?
Yes, we can. Simon, thank you very much indeed. This is the Late Night Alternative, only on Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB. Access all radios.
Talk Radio. Give it some lip.
Brighten up your mornings and take a brilliant break with Mike Graham on Talk Radio with the Sun Holiday Shop. Great value breaks all year round. Listen to Talk Radio every weekday morning from 10 for 3 hours packed full of fabulous features, great value guests and quick-fire calls on all of the day's top talking points. Don't miss Mike Graham every weekday morning from 10 on Talk Radio with the Sun Holiday Shop. Great value breaks all year round. Go to thesun.co.uk/holiday shop.
I've worked with loads of vinyl mats, but this upgraded Dulux Trade vinyl mat is something else. It's smooth, really smooth. Application-wise, it goes on brilliantly, and all with the same great opacity and coverage as before.
Oh, very good, love. Now hurry up and butter that toast.
We've upgraded Dulux Trade vinyl mat to offer a smoother consistency and easier application, because what matters to you matters to us. Upgraded Dulux Trade vinyl mat. Find out more at duluxtradepaintexpert.co.uk.
Have I got PPI?
Want to know if you've had PPI? Find out with our free PPI check. Stephen Saunders received £1,856 on his credit card.
I wasn't sure whether I'd pay PPI on my credit card. Stanton Fisher did everything for me and took control of the claim.
But the claim deadline is set for August 2019. So text check to 80800 for your free PPI check.
Have I got PPI.com?
That's check to 80800.
I'm there as she's rushed down the corridor of A&E. Her blooded hands are hanging limp from the side of the hospital bed. She desperately needs a transfusion. She keeps asking for her fiancé. We turn the corner, and I'm here, finally, in the snack aisle. I pick up a selection of crisps before realising that I forgot the potatoes. Back to the fruit and veg aisle it is then. As a blood donor, you can save someone's life while going about yours. Register at blood.co.uk.
Bold black alloy wheels, sleek gloss black grille, mean black side power vents. The Jaguar Black Edition XE, XF and F-Pace are here. With 50% off selected features saving you up to £2,740, it's time to show your dark
This
side.
guy's a nightmare. He's not a great guy, folks. The mother of all talk shows with George Galloway. Tomorrow night from 7 on Talk Radio. Tiny Dino Hands.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking.
03444991000. Good evening, Matt. Our second caller from New York City.
Good. That's offensive. Good evening.
Good evening, Matt. What you got for us?
Just a really quick question.
Yeah.
I missed it earlier when you. I vaguely heard something about being on a plane, doing it on a radio show, and flying to Toronto.
We are flying. We are flying to Toronto now. If you listen, we're on an aeroplane here. We go. Just put the microphone over there. That's it. We are flying to Toronto, and we're doing the show from Toronto tomorrow night. It's a Toronto special.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Oh, one of my favorite cities in the world, if not the favorite city in the world.
It's a great place. I've never been, but I've seen pictures of it online, and I can't wait. We are stoked, as the Canadians say. We are pumped.
It's what New York City should be. It's big, but it's cleaner, and people stop actually working at 5 o'clock.
And there's hardly any Americans there. It's so much better. So much better.
Oh, I'll 100% agree to that. Yeah. How's the food on the plane tonight?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We've had the nuts. I don't like the reason that I don't eat the nuts because they give you the nuts so you buy the fizzy pop. But the meal dinner was delicious, but the lights are down low. Everybody else is kind of falling asleep. But we got another hour to go of this nonsense.
He had the chicken, I had the fish. I think you won, didn't you, Ian?
I won.
Yeah.
Yeah, never eat the fish on a plane. That's just never a good thing. Now, are you guys in economy or are you in business with the lay down bed and all that?
We are in economy. We are cattle class because we like to hang out with the plebs and see what life is like.
It's where all the stories are.
Yeah.
You like to hang out with them. Well, you are real people, and you like talking to real people, so that makes all the sense in the world.
Yep.
So.
Exactly. That's what we do. That's what we do here, guys.
All right. Well, I'm actually not that far away, so since you guys will be in town, I'd be more than happy to see you.
You're in New York. We're in Toronto. That's a different country, man. What are you talking about?
I'm actually right now, even though I said I'm in New York right now, I actually just got back to my family place in Ohio, where I'm from, and it's actually right down the street. So I
Stalker alert! Stalker alert!
And everything.
No, we got to go. Thanks for calling. God, blimey. Simon. Hello, Simon. What you got for us?
Well, I used to work at the BBC and I made it out alive.
Okay, Simon is alive.
And therefore a suspect.
I am alive, yes. But although I do think they did occasionally try to kill me because of the reduced alcohol prices at the BBC bar.
Yeah, yes, I've been to the old BBC bar, BBC Club. I've been to the BBC Club.
Yes. Many happy days in there.
Yes.
They didn't have that for us local radio.
It's sad. I drove past Television Centre the other day, TVC as we used to call it in the business.
Yes.
For those who don't know it, you'll have seen it on telly. It was that big sort of round thing, and it always, if you had a big extravaganza, it'd be a shot outside live from Television Centre. And they turn it into like flats and stuff, and it just looks horrendous.
It's awful. It's like the worst thing ever because it was such a great place.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like anyway, if you're a media sort of person, like working at the BBC was literally like I grew up wanting to work there, and the first day I walked in there to work at CBBC, it was like, holy crap, this is the most. I just can't believe I'm here. It was so brilliant.
And Broadcasting House, both the old one and the new one, just off Regent Street. They just don't. There's no magic there. You go there and you go into an office block. There's no magic.
I know. I used to get really. I was there for 5 years, and I used to get lost all the time. Did you ever wander around?
Mate, we got lost all the time at TVC. Me and my mate Dougie Anderson, we were knocking up an idea there a few years ago, and so we went in a few times, and we got escorted in, and we got escorted out. And the last time, we said, we'll find our way out. Don't you worry. We got lost. We ended up just in this office. And then we managed to get downstairs, but we got to a fire exit, and we couldn't open the fire exit. We had to go all the way back up, and we ended up in this office, and these people were looking at us, and we went, "We're really sorry. We've been wandering on the BBC for 25 minutes. Could someone just get us out of it? We couldn't find the right lifts, or different lifts take you to different places. Oh, it was a nightmare."
I know, I had the exact same experience, and I ended up in the Top Gear office, and I think it was called the Design Block.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to deliver something to one place, and every corridor looked exactly the same. There were stairs like that. What's that? I can't remember that weird...
the painting.
Fella. Yes, the painting where the stairs go all into themselves. Wandering around, didn't know where I was, walked into an office, there's Top Gear. I'm like, do you know where I'm supposed to be? And they're like, no, we've been here 5 years and we don't know either.
It's a great place, and now it's going to be flat.
I know. It's so sad.
Well,
especially where, I mean, I think they've knocked down TC6. That was my studio. That's where I used to direct.
What did you direct in there, Simon?
I was Dick and Dom in the Bungalow.
Hey! Legends. Did you do the baby races?
All of it, the whole series, all 5 seasons.
Oh, you'd have. My sister and my nephew were on the baby race once.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They did the baby race. It's the funniest thing, man. And poor old Dylan just sat there, rightfully so. He refused to perform, and he just sat there. I loved that. I've got that somewhere. I must try and dig that out.
It was brilliant. It was brilliant, baby race, and it was just brilliant. It was brilliant. I mean, TC6 was also where they shot Python and some Doctor Who's, and like all the great Blackadder was in there, I think, as well. It was just just a sense of history in the whole place. It was amazing. Yeah. And now
it's gone.
Not
it's
so
gone.
much.
Where are the? I mean, broadcasting houses. They haven't got TV studios, have they? Have they?
I don't.
They've got a news studio, but because that whole sort of floor is the news. But they haven't got. They haven't got studios, so they have to go and rent them from London Studios, which is closed. Excuse us for a second, dear listener. We'll get back to the stuff. London Studios, which is closing down, I think, this year. And so they have to go and rent out crappy little studios, and they had these huge, wonderful, cavernous things. Go on, Kath.
I'm just watching a baby race on YouTube. Did you paint moustaches on those kids?
We did, yes. We did. We painted moustaches. And we did also, there was one where, I think one of my favourite ones was where the baby walked for the first time. It's like its first steps was on the show. So, you know, and broadcast, and that kid is now going to be... like 15 or something. That's what makes me feel like super old.
But surely that's an automatic disqualification.
Well, I can't remember what we did in the end. I think it was always a juggling act between, let's not make the babies cry, we just want them to be happy, but if they look a bit upset, we'll just cut away to something else, and then Mummy and Daddy will come and make the baby all happy again. But it was glorious.
Well, hey, nice one, Simon. Thank you for that, mate.
Yeah, cheers, Ian.
Cheers,
right,
ta-ta, ta-ta. I wish I had that video of
I was trying to find it.
It's not. I put it on YouTube, but I had it on my channel, and it was locked to private, and I've lost that channel. It was a different channel, and so that's. My sister might have it on. My sister will have it on DVD, possibly. Jerry's back. You right, Jerry?
Yeah, doing fine.
What?
Doing fine.
Okay, your phone isn't.
Hey.
What is going... Oh, flipping it. What's going on with your phone, you muppet?
It's okay now, and just please...
It's okay now. Go on.
It's okay now. I've got some dead people, BBC.
Have you just... What happened to the sick fella we spoke to an hour ago? Who's this? Who's this bloke? Who's this?
Keep on the out.
All right, go on then.
For half an hour.
Go on.
Come back. I'm going to go.
Oh, Jesus.
Jerry.
The original Mark...
What?
The original Mark Fowler.
The original Mark Fowler.
Mark Fowler, yep.
Where's that Spate guy?
What Spate guy?
So it's a train station. Under a train station.
I don't know. Next?
Mark Spate.
Who's that?
Children's presenter. We found at King's Cross Station.
Oh, yeah, I don't want any... Jerry, thank you, mate. I don't want any like that. I don't want any like that. Let's maybe park that one, I think. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you're more than welcome to. So Grange Hill is in 40 years of Grange Hill. And it's a very lazy story in the Stars. That one, where are they now? Michelle Gale? That doesn't look like Michelle Gale. That's her now. It doesn't look like her.
It does.
What she had? That's not what Michelle Gale looks like. What she had done? She's had something done there. That's something
She's
done.
Had 30 years done.
No, I'm not saying she looks older. She looks younger.
Yeah.
Fiona Wilson, played by Michelle Gale. Fiona appeared from 1988 to 1989 and was most famous for being part of rap duo Fresh and Fly. In 1990, Michelle joined EastEnders as Hattie Tavernier. She left in 93 to pursue her first passion, music, and her single Sweetness reached number 4. Here's the thing, she was the first person, and this was at Television Centre, I ever saw wearing a headset, wearing an earpiece and a microphone for the phone. Because I saw her walking along talking to herself, and I thought, oh, that's sad. And then she turned around, I saw she had a thing. That was so she was in many ways she was the future. Ollie, stay there. We'll come to you after the news. We've got another hour to go. We've only got one caller lined up. Would you like to add yourself to the ranks of callers? Periscope should be back up and running, although I'm not completely convinced by it. I've turned off chat. So you have to behave. I'll see if I can turn it on. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. This is the late night alternative with me, Iain Lee, on Talk Radio.
Talk Radio. Intelligent, organic entertainment.
Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking.
Decaf cocoa,
I've been
please.
thinking about car finance. You find a car, you get well excited.
So I don't know if this is
Then they give you the finance options. All 2 of them. That's not an option. That's rubbish. It's time someone thought of a better way.
They have. Car Finance 24/7. They're independent, so they can search lots of lenders to try and find you the best deal.
Right. Well, that's better.
That's carfinance247.co.uk. Car Finance 24/7 is a lender. Representative 27.4% APR.
I don't know how to turn the chat on, so I deliberately turned it off for a joke.
Unlike the cost
but
of
now
some
I don't know how to turn it on.
deals, that's why I switched to Sky Fibre Unlimited. Just £25 a month, including line rental, plus a $9.95 setup fee, exclusively for new and existing Sky TV customers. Frightfully good value. It's totally unlimited, super fast, and they'll never slow you down, even at peak times. Well, you don't want anything to stop the flow.
Oh well, sorry guys.
Sorry, streaming, do you? Search Sky Fibre. Sky. Believe in better. Available to new fibre customers in Sky Fibre areas. New 18-month contract. Check speeds at sky.com. Further terms apply.
The Selco Builders Warehouse one-day challenge is back. Get down to your nearest branch of Selco and challenge us to beat your quote for any job, big or small, today. Plus, claim your massive Selco Challenge Day one-day discount of 40% off sealants, adhesive screws and fixings. The Selco Builders Warehouse Challenge Day is back. One day, all day, Challenge Day. Today. Find your nearest branch at selcobw.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Selco, it's where the trade go.
Hi, Claire. Is everything okay?
It's work. We're having a half-price sale on all kitchen units.
Oh, at Wren Kitchen.
Plus an extra 25% off.
Really?
And 4 years interest-free credit on the Vogue Kitchen collection.
Okay. I'll be right back.
How am I going to say goodbye to all our beautiful kitchens? Sharon?
At Wren, we find it hard to let go of our kitchens because we not only design, make, deliver and install, we put our heart and soul into them. Offer applies when you buy 5 or more fully assembled units.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Talk Radio, on the hour news headlines.
From the Sky News Centre at midnight, police have revealed the suspect behind the mass shooting in Florida stopped off at fast food restaurants after carrying out the massacre.
The suspect arrived at the Walmart store. He bought a drink at the Subway and then left the Walmart on foot. The suspect went to McDonald's, sat down for a short period of time.
The local sheriff also says Nicholas Cruz tried to mix in with a group of students before fleeing his former school yesterday. The 19-year-old, who is a member of a white nationalist group, has appeared in court charged with 17 counts of murder. Victims of the former football coach Barry Bennell cheered and broke down in tears as he was found guilty of 7 more child sex assault offences. He's now been convicted of 43 historical counts in all. A woman's been charged with murder and neglect following the death of a 7-month-old baby in Essex. Tests showed the child, who died in Buckhurst Hill last August, has suffered multiple fractures. The 2 biggest parties in Northern Ireland are now disagreeing on whether they were ever close to a deal on power sharing. Talks broke down yesterday, 13 months after the devolved government collapsed. The DUP says there was never an agreement they could have signed up to. But Sinn Féin's Mary Lou McDonald says a draft the Democratic Unionist backs out of is going to be shown to the UK and Irish governments.
In keeping with our commitment to transparency, we will provide copies of the draft agreement text to the 2 governments, and we will brief party leaders in the Assembly and in the Oireachtas.
In sport, it's understood Alec McLeish has agreed to become the Scotland manager for the second time. The former Rangers and Aston Villa boss is believed to have agreed a deal until 2020. And Celtic have the upper hand over Roberto Mancini's Zenit St Petersburg. They won 1-0 in the first leg of their Europa League last 32 tie in Glasgow, with Callum McGregor scoring the only goal. Arsenal beat Swedish club Östersunds 3-0. That's the latest. I'm Annie Green.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
So I'm writing this email to who we believe is Jerry's social worker. Can I read it? I won't mention any names.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi. I don't expect you to be able to discuss this with me, obviously, but I thought I should flag up that Jerry is a regular caller to my late night national radio show on Talk Radio. We recently won an award. I didn't put that in. He calls under the name Jerry, and I've put his real name, obviously, he uses a different name. He rang me about an hour ago to tell me and my listeners that he's rather upset to find that his PIPs have not been correctly processed. He has no idea how long he has not been receiving benefits for and claims that he has no money left. He also told us that you are his social worker and he's been trying to arrange a meeting with you and hasn't spoken to you since before Christmas. I'm assuming there must be some sort of mix-up. I hope so, and I hope you get in touch with with Jerry ASAP to discuss exactly what is going on with his PIPs and his money. I shall be speaking to him on Monday's show to make sure everything is okay. Thanks for your time, Iain Lee. That's all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Fine.
And he won't. I don't expect this person to. I've CC'd you in as well, just so we're all.
Doesn't need to talk to us.
No, and he won't. He won't be able to. I can't even get people to talk to me about my mum. So getting them to talk to me about stranger. Now, has that sent? Because I'm. That address doesn't work.
Okay, well, there's one that will get to the office and you can put it attention him.
Okay. All right. Let's talk to Ollie while I'm doing that. Good evening, Ollie.
Hello.
Hello, Ollie. You're on the air.
It's actually James. Ollie was the person who called up.
Okay, well...
Anyway, I know you did a...
Anyway, instantly suspicious. Instantly suspicious. Trisha Yates, flippin' heck. Trisha Yates, played by Michelle Herbert. She was Trouble, Trisha Yates. There we go, Troublemaker Trish was Grange Hill's bad girl. But after leaving in 1982, she quit acting and worked for a sweet maker. She now runs a family glazing business with her husband. In 2015, she had a mastectomy after being diagnosed with breast cancer, but was then given the all clear. All these details on people. Faye Lucas, I had a little crush on Faye Lucas. Played by Alison Bettles. Sports mad Faye, who was in the show from 1982 to 1987, caused a scandal when she had an affair with maths teacher Mr. King.
Oh, yes!
Alison carried on acting, but then trained as a beauty therapist. Her sons are actors appearing in Doctor Who and EastEnders. Benny Green, played by Terry Sue Patt. Terry played Tucker's football mad pal for 4 years, from 1978 to 1982, and was the first pupil to be shown in the debut episode. Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know this was coming. The actor was sadly found dead at his London home in 2015 after a battle with depression. It's thought the body may have laid there for a month before being found. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, mate. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Bridget McCluskey.
Mrs. McCluskey.
Mrs. McCluskey. Played by Gwyneth Powell. The no-nonsense head teacher reigned from 1981 to 1991, but always had the kids' best interests at heart. What was her nickname? Was it Bridget the Midget? Bridget the Midget, probably.
Was it?
I think it was.
I don't remember that.
I think it was. 03444991000. Gwyneth has since appeared in Heartbeat, A Touch of Frost and Holby City, and most recently Casualty in 2014. And that's all I'm interested in. That's all of them. 03444991000 is the telephone number. So some people got I want to say wedded. That's not the word. Is it married? some people got married in their swimwear on this morning.
Oh.
On GMB. Oh, it was Richard Arnold did the ceremony.
I saw the pictures, but I didn't actually watch it.
Love Island stars Jess Shears and Dom Lever. What is with that? I don't understand young eyebrows. I don't understand. I mean, they're in their 20s. I don't understand women's... I used to understand women's eyebrows. I don't understand women's eyebrows. I certainly don't understand young men's eyebrows.
No, men now, to me, young men who are... I mean, it started with David Beckham.
Yeah.
Men started to sort of shave their chests, and then some had a little go at
I'll have a little pluck at a wily eyebrow.
Yeah, the monobrow became a thing of the past, and that's cool. But there is a certain phase of grooming beyond which, to me, a man starts to look a little bit draggy.
Yep.
And some of these blokes, I'm finding it very confusing.
Yeah.
But they're not for me, so maybe women get used to it.
I don't know. But women's eyebrows now, because before it was kind of like a thin, gets a bit thicker, then gets a bit thinner kind of thing, right? And you still see people that overdid it, but you got it. But now it's like a half-inch... It's like it's done with a marker pen.
Yeah.
Half-inch line.
Yeah.
Like that. Doesn't work for me.
They've got thicker.
Well, don't be rude about them. You can't
No, I
dismiss...
don't mean women, I mean eyebrows.
Love Island stars Jess Shears and Dom Lever got married live on telly for Valentine's Day, wearing matching white beachwear. Curvy brunette Jess, 24... read jokey vows based on their reality show experience on ITV's Good Morning Britain, which is a great show. One of my favourite shows. I'm doing it again next week. I've got 4 more of those in the diary. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. And Dom, 26, vowed to, quotes, share his life on social media... quote, unquote, because she is his, quotes, type on paper.
Oh.
The TV ceremony conducted by GMB's Richard Arnold was a warm-up for their official nuptials on Greek island Mykonos this summer. Wowzers.
Well, good luck.
Yep. There you go, you see. 03444991000 is the telephone number. Then there was another story. There's another story about weddings. Let me find it. Let me find it. Oh, well, that's not it. 17, page 17. There we go. At Simon and Chris say #WeVow in 280 letters. Why? I can't talk, but these weddings aren't going to last. Why is no one respecting the sanctity of the marriage ceremony? A couple who met on Twitter became the first to share 280 character vows at the site's head office.
Oh.
Simon Savage, 35, and Chris Burton, 46, bonded over...
Hang on, what's the age again?
35 and 46.
Okay.
Old enough to know better. Bonded online over a mutual love of cheese and beards. The couple from Wirral, Merseyside... I mean, it's not, I'm not knocking people getting together, that's beautiful, but met in 2012 and were asked to have the first ceremony at the Twitter headquarters after getting engaged last year. Their official wedding is going ahead next month. So are either of these marriages actually marriages? Or is it just people saying things? What the hell is going on? Using the new 280 characters per message count... that was years ago. Up last year from 140. Simon's vow was...
Does it involve cheese and beards?
I promise to love you... right, look into my eyes as I say this to you, right? Look into my eyes.
I don't think I can.
You should go. Catherine.
Oh, no, stop it.
All right, hang on a minute.
Can I be Steve?
There's no one called Steve.
Adam and Steve,
You're
surely?
Chris. You're
Right,
Chris.
okay.
Chris, I promise to love you and support you and to retweet you
Oh, God.
to take care of you, to cherish you, and to like your badly lit selfies.
Oh, my God. Actually, it turns out that's what love is. Hashtag balls.
Well, we're getting plenty of that, I'm sure. It really is something else, isn't it? 03444991000. This is the late night alternative on Talk Radio.
Talk Radio, the 21st century dream team of dialogue, debate and discourse.
Speakers off, please.
Give it some lift. Why, hello. It's me, Dracula. Relax. I don't bite. Much. Unlike the cost of some broadband deals. That's why I switched to Sky Fibre Unlimited. Just £25 a month, including line rental, plus a $9.95 setup fee, exclusively for new and existing Sky TV customers. Frightfully good value. It's totally unlimited, super fast, and they'll never slow you down, even at peak times. Well, you don't want anything to stop the flow when you're screaming. Sorry, streaming, do you? Search Sky Fibre. Sky. Believe in better. Available to new fibre customers in Sky Fibre areas. New 18-month contract. Check speeds at sky.com. Further terms apply.
Dacia, a car company unlike others. I like that. Europe's fastest selling automotive brand. I like it. The Dacia Sandero, a What Car Award winner 6 straight years. Like that too. And it's yours from just $5,995. Very likeable. Read the glowing reviews at dacia.co.uk from our lovely customers. What's not to like? Seems more and more people are warming to the Dacia way. You'll like it too. At participating dealers only.
I always had a short attention span. Could barely sit through a cartoon, let alone a maths class. I knew a 9 to 5 was never for me, so I joined the Navy. They trained me to focus when it really matters, turn my weaknesses to strengths. Last year I was losing ground at school. Now I'm gaining it all. Skills, qualifications, a future. Me, Danny, born in Scarborough, made in the Royal Navy. Start your journey. Search Made in the Royal Navy.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
03444991000. Good evening, Ray.
Good evening, Kath. Good evening, Shorty.
Good evening, Muffled Ray.
Hello?
Yes, Ray.
Oh, you didn't hang. I thought you were going to hang up on me for being rude.
Why would I do that? Why would I hang up on a poor deluded fantasist whose grip on reality is wafer thin? Why would I do that? I'm here to help. This is the drop-in centre for the lost, the lonely, and the bewildered.
I've never been called bewildered before.
Yep. We're waiting now for the startling content.
It's not that good. It's a question. I caught you on GMB the other morning when you were doing the competition.
Oh, yeah.
And what I wondered is, why is it when Andy Peters does it, he's always on a beach somewhere in the Caribbean?
I thought that, yeah. I must admit...
They chucked you on a bridge in Windsor.
I must admit I thought that, because basically I filmed a load... I'm filming a load more. You spend all day filming, you can win this and this and this, and stay tuned. You do about 5 of them in the day. And Andy Peters is right. He was in the Maldives last time I saw it. He's in the Maldives, paragliding. And I'm in Windsor and it was freezing cold. In fairness, I live near Windsor, so it took me 20 minutes to get there. So that was kind of good.
Whereabouts in the Maldives does he live?
I don't know. I was slightly... I was slightly disappointed about it.
And one more thing.
Yeah, yes.
Again, not that exciting.
No?
Can you tell me what the first number, when it's written down, that contains the letter A in it?
The first number, when it's written down, that contains the letter A in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. It's, 101.
Well... Yeah, that's correct.
Night-night, Ray.
Thanks very much for calling, Ray. Well, right, so it's not 1 to 10, right? Got that. So then it's got to be a multiple of 10, because it won't be 20, is it 20, 30, no, it's not 20, it's not 30, it's not 40, it's not 50, it's not, okay, let's jump right ahead, it's going to be 101.
Well done, Borders.
Yes, Kadir.
Hi, you were talking about eyebrows a moment ago.
Yes.
Just thought I'd mention that my eyebrows are done because my girlfriend actually plucks them for me, which I think is quite nice.
I get a bit funny, people knowing my eyebrow movements, and I don't really want people to... I wouldn't let someone else do it. I certainly wouldn't go and get it threaded. Wouldn't get the threading done.
I've had them done. I've had threads.
But it's different for girls. It's different for girls. Boys, no.
There's not an awful lot needs doing with mine.
Well, I bet you get quite bushy.
No, I don't. This is pretty much how it is.
If you let it go wild. What are we talking about?
My eyebrows.
Oh, the issue is I'm of Turkish descent, so I tend to grow a monobrow.
Yeah.
So it's sort of a necessity for me to allow that to be done.
The monobrow is a weird old thing, and it's. I
think sometimes they can be quite attractive.
No, they can't. It's strange. It's strange, and it's purely conditioning. It's social conditioning that makes us find it unattractive and weird, right? Because we all laugh at a monobrow, and we shouldn't. But it's what happens.
Frida Kahlo used to draw hers in.
Did she?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, here we go. I'm going to make the most of it. This is a feature.
No, I don't dig that. Well, that's good news. Do you get your ears burnt?
No, but my barber's Turkish and he burns my hair off when
Yeah, they do that. I've never had that. Our mate Justin used to have that done. I've never had it done. Yeah, there's different ways of tidying up your ears. You can get them burnt off. You can get like wax put in your ear and then pulled out, and it pulls all the hairs out. All kinds of stuff. All kinds.
I remember when my dad turned about 40.
Yeah,
I was a kid. I bought him some sort of device for defluffing his... Yeah, it was like a Remington fuzz away or something.
Yeah,
He thought I was the cheekiest.
Well, now, when I turned about 40, I started getting hairy nose. Hairy the inside of the nose. There is... we talked about anal fissures and giving birth. There is nothing more painful than plucking a hair from your nose.
Well, I've had a bikini wax.
No, honestly, it is... Jeez, yeah. Oh. So the thought of putting up a revolving machine up there... Honestly, it's the worst thing, man.
When my Spanish friends got married, both of them, man and woman, went for a little spit and polish from the beautician. And he had a procedure I've never seen before, but I'd never noticed it on him before. And now, when I do see a man with it, I do think back to him. He had like the top of his nose here, like on the sort of bulby end of his nose. He had hairs on there, and he had those waxed.
Yeah.
What is nature preparing you for? That it grows like whiskers on the end of your nose?
Yeah. Well, nature is a B1TCH.
Is it so you can judge distances?
Thank you very much, Kadir. 03444991000. The switchboard is empty. That's not bad, is it? It's the first time it's been empty all night, I think. It's not bad. We've had some good calls. People want to call in, you can. You can watch us on Periscope, periscope.tv/Iain Lee. I've turned off chat on Periscope, and some people will be upset by that, but...
more people won't.
Yeah, here's my thing with Periscope, right? It's lawless. It's lawless. There's a little bit of policing on there. And people tell me if people are really, really mean, but I block people and they just set up another account. I know they do that. There's 3 people I blocked 15, 20 times. And you know, they see it as a game, and so they just get another login. And they're mean about people. And I think that's a real issue with Periscope, and I think it's something that they need to work on. You can mute people when you're watching if you don't like their chat, but yeah, there's a little bit of meanness on there, meanness on the internet. Who'd have thought it? On Monday, Chris Difford from Squeeze is coming in. He'll be sat there playing the guitar.
Where am I going to sit?
Is there a seat in the other studio you could... You'll be sat there. We're going to have Chris Difford from Squeeze in, singing songs and stuff. If you want to phone up and sing to Chris as well, probably I'll let you. On Wednesday, I think Shappy's coming in on Wednesday.
Oh,
we've been WhatsApping each other for ages, and then she said, give me a day. And I said, Wednesday? So, and I've not checked to see if she's agreed to that, but hopefully Wednesday we'll have Shappy in. Tony Hendra is coming back on the week after, because we both enjoyed it so much, and he emailed me saying, that was great, you run a really fun interview. But we didn't really talk about Spinal Tap. And I went, do you know what, you're right, and it's because I didn't want to ask you the obvious questions. But we're going to get him on and talk about Spinal Tap and Spitting Image for the whole hour.
How cool.
And we'll plug his podcast as well. And I think that's it. For guests?
Well, that'll do, considering you said, let's stop doing guests.
No, I said we'd stop doing them. I said we'd stop doing them in the new year, and we did for a little bit, and now we've gone back to that thing of just
doing
getting
them for the right reasons.
People that we really, really like. You know, that's and that's the way it should be. That was always our ethos, and then I got a bit swept away in blagging free books. I did. I got a bit, and some of those books are really good, but I was seeing books that I wanted. So we'd get the book and then we'd get the person on and we had I still think we've had good guests, but there have been some guests that have not been that thing of we've got them on because we absolutely love them, and I think we want to just get back to that a little bit more if we can.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. Some bad news. We talked yesterday. 0344 499 1000. We talked yesterday about the Tesco shaggers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we know who it is. A Tesco manager was marched from his store after being filmed romping with a colleague.
Is this...
I'm not going to read the guy's name out.
No,
I'm not going to read the guy's name out, because it's in the paper. I don't want to shame the guy.
Why are we shaming people?
Fresh produce manager, 35, performed a sex act on a co-worker, 19. It looked like they were having sex. Does a man perform a sex act on a co-worker? Anyway.
Also, saying performed a sex act on someone makes it sound like one person wasn't doing it.
Oh, no, maybe we saw the picture wrong. Maybe he's,
Let me see.
Well, you can't really see the picture because it's so small. But maybe he's using his... maybe he's kissing her. You can't even find the story. What's wrong with you?
Oh, there.
Maybe he's kissing her,
yeah.
pudenda. Okay, fine. He's performing a sex act on her. But their tryst was spotted through a window by a group of teens outside who filmed it. The pair were escorted from the store on Monday. Oh, no. The pair were escorted from the store on Monday with the woman said to be in tears and the gentleman distraught.
How awful.
A source said they had both left the business.
Oh, God. I think that's terrible.
The gentleman claims he had not been sacked but did not comment further. His partner, 54...
What?
A manager at another Tesco has deleted pics of him from her Facebook profile. A witness to the romp in Norfolk called it hilarious and said he takes the moral high ground at work. He's a bit of a cock.
Oh, God, I still think it's horrible.
That's mucky. That's unpleasant. That's unpleasant, isn't it?
That is making a bit of fun out of someone's embarrassing personal stuff.
That poor girl. Poor girl. That's a shame, isn't it? That's a shame. Ah, well, these things happen. Ever read of Mills and Boon?
My grandma used to have loads of them, so I think yes, I have, actually.
Are they horny?
No. They're quite, they're a bit Barbara Cartlandish. It's
right, okay.
They all go off into the sunset rather than, you don't get, when you get down and dirty, the bodies will pop and then it'll be the next morning, but it's all quite romantic.
The bodies will pop?
Bodies.
All right.
I'll see if I can find extracts online for you. They're not dead rude. It's not 50 Shades.
Oh, okay. Paperback whiter. This is a great headline for the story. Paperback whiter. Mills and Boon sorry for too few ethnic faces on covers. Mills and Boon has admitted it has too few ethnic faces on its book covers. The romance publisher said market research shows its readers prefer white characters on the front.
Yeah.
Executive publisher Lisa Milton told Radio 4's Open Book, "We do have a lot of diverse characters, but fewer diverse book covers. That is absolutely in response to what our market says to us, which I think has to change as the market evolves. The firm is now reviewing its jackets to help it increase the number of ethnic people on them." Lisa said, "I have made a misstep on covers. This is something we are very aware of tackling." Mills and Boon sell 300,000 copies in the UK and a book every 4 seconds worldwide.
Yeah, it's romance rather than erotica.
Is it? Right. Okay. I think we may have just lost a call. Do you want to go and check out there and make sure everything's okay? Right, and I will carry on doing this. You can give us a call. We're here till 1 o'clock. I should say, at 1 o'clock, Paul Ross comes in and takes over. And then he's on until 5. And then at 5 o'clock, it's James Max. And that's pretty much the way it goes every night. Except on Friday night, Saturday morning, it's Martin Kellner. But you can call us. You can call us about absolutely anything you want to call me about. If you've heard tonight's show, it's... this is what I was going to ask you. When was the last time you cleaned your windows? When was the last time you cleaned your... Because I cannot remember... I don't think I've seen anyone up a ladder cleaning windows, whether it be an official window cleaner or someone doing it themselves, for years. For years, I used to have to clean my mum's windows. It was my least favourite job. God, I hated it. She would boss me around and go, "There's a smear there. There's a smear there. The smear. No, it's on the outside." Oh, I used to hate it. But when was the last time you actually? Sorry for the noise. We're on an aeroplane. When was the last time you actually cleaned your windows? We just don't bother anymore, do we, as a nation? And also, when was the last time you cleaned your car? And when I say cleaned it, David, can you give us a call again if you're listening? We lost your number. Give us a call, David. You just called us and we can't ring you back. So give us a call back, please, mate. 0344 499 1000. Thank you very much indeed. When was the last time that you actually cleaned your car? And by cleaning it, I mean you got out a bucket and a mop and a bucket of sponge and a chamois leather. No one does that anymore. No one does it. You either pay the Romanians where I live, or you go to the drive-through. No one cleans that. When was the last time you cleaned your car?
I've never cleaned my car.
My parents used to make me do it when I was like 8 in the freezing cold on my fingers.
Yeah.
Fingers, and because what you have to do is to get the smears off. You clean it in hot water, then you've got to get a chamois leather. It's got to be cold water. So I'd be out in the freezing cold, and I'd get a quid. And my fingers would be like that. Oh, it was awful. I hated it.
Mine needs doing. They're a bit salty at the moment, aren't they, cars?
Yeah, very salty. Very, very dirty.
I've got to sort that out.
Very dirty.
When I say I've got to sort that out, I've got to pay someone to do it for me.
Yeah. Marks and Spencer's has been accused of spoiling Valentine's Day.
Oh, their fault, was it?
By delivering turds instead of roses. The boxes of shit arrived on people's doorsteps. No, it's a joke. Marks and Spencer has been accused of spoiling Valentine's Day by delivering flowers a day early.
Okay.
Dipped in poo. Hundreds of loved ones received their romantic bouquets on Tuesday instead of yesterday.
I did.
Huh?
I got mine the day before.
That's a bit
cheaper,
rubbish,
isn't
it? Yeah, it's cheaper, isn't it?
I don't mind.
But were they from Marx's?
No.
Was it a deliberate ploy?
Yeah.
To save a tenner?
Yeah. I know, right?
Wowzers.
Don't matter.
Hundreds of loved ones received their romantic bouquets on Tuesday instead of yesterday. It appears a delivery van with hundreds of bunches was accidentally dispatched early from a depot.
Listen, if that spoils Valentine's Day... I mean, Valentine's Day is balls anyway.
You're making a thing about it.
No, I'm not. I found it funny. Yeah. I found it funny. But if that spoils... I mean, crap anyway. Come on, grow up. You got some flowers.
Hey, we're going to be landing in about 20 minutes. If we're lucky, we'll hear it on the air. Customers who paid for a Valentine's Day surprise went online to complain. If you've paid the extra tenner,
well,
that is tight.
The worst one is if it doesn't go that day, it comes the day after. Surely that really is going to cause some friction.
James Holding tweeted, very disappointed, nominated Valentine's Day flowers and they turn up today. What's the point? What's the point? Steve Hassan wrote, thanks so much for spoiling my wife's Valentine's Day surprise. Delivered the flowers a day early, not nominated day. With a courier who threw them over the gate. Oh.
That's beautiful. That's a nice touch.
Shauna Corrigan added, why have a nominated day for delivery of flowers if you aren't going to stick to it? Not happy. M&S sent an email apologising to those affected and offered £20 compensation. It said, we've noticed that we've sent your Valentine's flower delivery a day early, which we understand isn't good enough. Last week, tests by Which revealed Valentine's Day bunches by M&S and Interflora, which cost £35 or more, appeared to be of poorer quality than cheaper blooms. M&S. It's hardly Oxfam, but, you know, it's still pretty lousy. Good evening, David.
Good evening, how are you, Ian?
I'm all right, thank you, David. What you got for us?
Just to say, if you type in Tesco's video into Twitter, it's there, your video's there in all its glory.
If I type in what?
Tesco video.
What video? What?
That couple.
Oh, I don't want to see them. I don't. Have you watched it, you mucky pup?
I have, yeah. He didn't go up on her.
Wait, okay, right, steady on. Dirty David. Dirty David. Where do I have to look for this?
Well, just on Twitter, on your Twitter feed, just search Tesco video.
Oh, but imagine
Are you searching for it?
Well, I want to make sure that David. I want to make sure that David is
bona fide.
Is a.
All right. Okay.
Oh, that's had 500,000 views.
You could ask her when she had her windows clean.
No. Oh. I mean, oh dear.
Every little help.
No, all right, David, flipping it, mate. Oh, she's going to get a bruise in the rate he's going. That is a the lesson we learn from that is if there are blinds in the office,
use them.
Use the blinds. For goodness, David was loving that, wasn't he? David was a dirty little boy. Naughty boy, David.
But he's liked that.
We've had some jingles sent him.
Well.
Simon says, this was my first take through my phone, no prep, and I genuinely believe it sounds better than anything on his album. All right, mate, but you've actually not sent anything.
But maybe still better than anything on the album.
You sent nothing. Is that the joke?
Yeah.
Is that the joke? That's got to be the joke. All right, fine. Well, then we'll delete that. We'll delete that. Right. Okay. Fine. So that's the joke. Rod has sent this in. So what we'll do is have a little listen to this. Let's. Here we go. It's going to play. Here we go. Come on, computer. Oh dear.
This is Nick Knowles. Review.
I didn't understand that. I'll play it again and it won't sound as good the second time. Here we go.
This is Nick Knowles. Review.
I don't understand it.
Is there more?
No, that was it. It goes into another song then, because I've got my computer set. Right. Let's try this one. This is from Ray.
Nick Knowles Reviews.
What is wrong with people?
Nick Knowles Reviews.
Okay. Right. None of them mention Amazon. Right. I'm going to play you. Right. I'm going to find this. Right. This is going to take a minute. Right. So I've been listening to a podcast that I've listened to 2 episodes and I've probably heard enough. right? And it is called, where is it? It's called How Did This Get Made? Okay. No, I'll tell you what to do. And they watch rubbish films, and they talk about them in a joking way, okay? Got to be careful because it's quite sweary. So I'll play it during the ads and try and find the right bit. And a woman does a jingle. What they do is they're reviewing Free Jack, which is a terrible film starring Mick Jagger and Emilio Estevez. And Emilio Estevez. And they have their jingle for... What they do is they talk about it and they laugh about it and they swear a lot. And then they go and look at the reviews on Amazon. And basically they're going, this film's a masterpiece. And blah, blah, blah. And they have a jingle. This woman has written a jingle for this section.
Right.
And it's spot on, right? I've got to try and find it. So we'll take a quick break and then I'll find it. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Bold black alloy wheels. Sleek gloss black grille. Mean black side power vents. The Jaguar Black Edition XE, XF and F-Pace are here. With 50% off selected features, saving you up to £2,740, it's time to show your dark side. Search jaguar.co.uk/Black Edition. Jaguar, the art of performance.
Available on selected models until 31st of March 2018. Terms and conditions apply. At participating retailers only.
The News UK Startup Lab is back and is now accepting applications. If you're a mid-stage startup in the area of personal finance, we want to hear from you. We're also exploring opportunities with businesses in blockchain, audio and hyperlocal news. So if that's your area, get in touch. By joining the Startup Lab, you'll get product testing opportunities with our daily audience of over 12 million people, hands-on support from lead product, service and UX design specialists, access to our unrivaled industry expertise and network of brand and commercial partners, plus the opportunity of an ongoing partnership with News UK that could take your business to the next level. Join the News UK Startup Lab to put your startup on the path to scale. Find out more at newsukstartuplab.co.uk. Applications close Friday, 9th of March. The News UK Startup Lab. Let's see what we can do together.
Greetings, Earthlings. We come in peace. We wish to communicate with your leader.
I'm Howard Hughes. Join me this Sunday night from 10 for a trip into the outer limits.
Untwist the lid on Talk Radio's specimen jar of the psychic, the supernatural, and the simply unexplainable. The Unexplained with Howard Hughes. Sunday night from 10, Earth time, on Talk Radio.
Whispering lunar incantations for cross-parents, cross-dressers.
And did you know this about me?
And cross-rail workers.
Steel and polycarbonate.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
I've got a very poor internet connection.
On Talk Radio.
Right. So this is a podcast called How Did This Get Made? And I like the idea, but it's too loud, it's too sweary, and it's people talking over each other. So it's not my cup of tea. You might like it. And they do a thing where they get a second opinion, so they read the reviews from Amazon, and then someone wrote this song. I've got to be careful, because I think I know where the swear is, and I think I can censor myself, but let's see where we get on with this. Here we go. This is what I was hoping someone would do for us.
Second opinion song.
Gonna draw the curtains, turn off the lights. Gonna log on Amazon tonight. Always down for an internet fight. So there is a review I have to write. When you recommend a movie, even though it sucks, and you give 5 stars, but
0.
Always gonna find and read your review, and Susie's gonna tell you that this movie blew. And they got to make fun of you too. Sorry, buddy, but the joke's on you. All in good fun. Second opinion.
That's kind of what I was hoping someone would do something clever like that.
I mean, she's ripped off Afternoon Delight there for people.
Yeah.
And so, it's
and
just...
that's fine.
And that's cool. Do something like that.
Yeah, do something like that, please, guys. That's all we want. Simon. Hey, Simon, you're not the guy that sent me the blank email, are you?
I don't fire blanks, mate, no.
Right, okay.
Hold on, I'm going to pull over because I'm on my hands-free.
Yes, please. We'll come back to you in a second. Let's go to Damien. Yes, Damien?
Hiya. Hey, Kath as well. I never say hello to Kath.
That's all right, Damien.
Sorry about that.
It's been noted, Damien. It has been noted. You're very rude to women. Very disrespectful.
I've got a little girl, certainly not. So, I need your advice, really.
Of course you do. Yep, you come to the right place.
Because I think I'm hitting middle age and it's not good.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about going consoleless for the first time in my life.
Wowzers. Okay, that's stupid. I'll talk you out of that. Carry on.
I've got a PlayStation Pro. I got it really cheap.
PlayStation
Right?
Pro? Gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I'd bought a
I've not even
PlayStation.
got-
I wish I'd bought one.
Sorry?
I wish I'd bought a PlayStation
even-
Pro.
I've not even got a 4K TV, and it's just sitting there gathering dust.
Yeah.
There's no good games out, is there?
Yeah, there's loads of good games. What are you talking about? My boys are playing FIFA 18 today. There's Fortnite, which is free and is brilliant. It's shooting and building. I don't get the building stuff. There's Overwatch, which is a masterpiece. You can download retro games. Catherine and I completed Parappa the Rapper yesterday. Twisted Metal Online is a wonderful, wonderful game. What are you talking about? There's no good games.
You said your boys are doing it. What are you playing? What are you playing on your own?
No, I'm playing all of that stuff. I just said that the only one they played was FIFA 18. The rest of it, the boys have got an Xbox, I've got a PlayStation now and an Xbox, because I'm hardcore, but I don't touch the Xbox. The PlayStation 4 is the thing to have.
Retro games are tosh, aren't they? You go back to, I want to relive my childhood. And it was rubbish.
Right, okay. Some of them are. Some of them are great. It's fun to kind of dip your toe in. But if you don't like the retro games on PlayStation 4, guess what? They're only a tiny, tiny part of it. There are new games on there.
I'm thinking about getting LA Noire.
No, what are you talking about? That's been out for years.
It's been remastered.
It looks rubbish. It's a boring game. LA Noire, right? For those on Periscope who know it, right, LA Noire is basically you're a copper and there's been a murder in like 1920s Hollywood, right?
Right.
And all you do is you go along and you'll find a watch and you've got to spend 10 minutes getting into the right position so you can pick up the watch. And then what you do is you tilt it that way, you tilt it that way, you tilt it that way, you spend 10 minutes tilting it to the right position so you see the clue. That's it. It's a terrible game.
Well, the last game I enjoyed was Grand Theft Auto 5.
Right, okay. Well, that...
And I can't find anything else.
Overwatch.
And my lad
Yeah.
hasn't even played Grand Theft Auto storyline. It's just online. I don't get him.
How old is your lad?
He's 16.
Okay, well he's an idiot.
He doesn't play story mode. I don't get him anymore. I don't get the games. I don't get the kids. I'm middle aged. I'm selling it.
Damien, listen. This is the thing. Keep the console. Get rid of the boy. Thank you very
much. His own console. It doesn't affect me.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Get rid of him. Thank you very much indeed. Simon.
Hello.
Hello, Simon.
I'm back. I was just calling because of your windows. You said that you haven't seen people washing windows.
No, I've not seen anyone cleaning windows for years, whether it be a homeowner or a professional window cleaner.
I've been in my house now for about 4 years. I haven't ever washed the windows, ever. It's just something I forget to do.
Well, and exactly. And are they filthy?
They're filthy. The thing is, my view is just a neighbour's house.
Right. Yeah.
So instead of using the curtains, I'm just letting the filth build up on the windows, so there's enough grime.
Yeah.
To
It's something.
I probably will wash them at some point.
It's something that guilt gets to me every now and again about my windows. And the last time I got a window cleaner, because he happened to call door to door at a moment where I was feeling guilty.
Yeah.
I had him for a while.
Cash in hand situation.
No, I could pay online. Oh, it's a proper outfit.
Yeah.
Then they started. It was a company, and they started sending in people. I had a great guy for about 4 months, and then it started changing. And then I had one fella who I would be in the house, and he'd just put the pay me card through the door, and I knew he hadn't washed the windows.
Oh no!
Yeah, dumped him in.
My friend had that. She had someone say that they washed it. It was just some random person put like a thing through her door.
Oh, yeah, that's a scam. Yeah, that's a scam.
You don't have that.
Yeah.
And she was like, "No, you haven't."
No. No one, Windoline was a big thing for a while, but no one does it
I
now.
do it very occasionally.
We've been in that house 5 years. I don't think we've cleaned the windows.
My mum will do the windows. I often go around there and she'll be sitting very precariously on a windowsill upstairs, hanging out.
I've just been reminded of something. Don't modern houses, I don't live in a particularly modern house, but don't modern windows, aren't they self-cleaning glass?
You can get that, yeah, but mine are empty.
But what does that mean, though?
They've got a coating
on... rainwater, isn't it?
Well, does it, we'd be great. I always thought that meant like 3 o'clock in the morning when you were asleep, like little wipers came. And that was that.
I don't think that happens, but I think you've just stumbled across a great idea for future.
I think I
have. Yeah.
You need to patent that.
Yeah, I think I have. How's everything going for you, Simon? You all right?
Yeah, but I've just finished. Well, I've missed most of your show, so I'm actually going to do it on catch-up at 1 o'clock, as I usually do.
Mate, you are in for a roller coaster. Trust me.
I literally tuned in as you were going talking about windows, and I thought, well, I'll just let you know that I haven't washed mine.
Oh, thank you, mate.
It's not, and I know you worry about these things. I haven't washed my windows.
Okay.
For 4 years.
Okay. Well,
and I feel all right about that.
Enjoy the first 2 hours of the show. You're in for something.
I'll be tuning straight. I know I should be listening to Paul Ross, but I would normally.
Well,
again, he's got a listen again function.
So basically, you can be spending your whole life in catch-up.
Well, actually, I could just listen to his show when Julia's on.
That's it. There you go. You got it. The Talk Radio closes at 6:30 in the morning. Simon, thank you very much indeed. Evening, Mark.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Lee. What are you on about Windoline, right? There's a band called The Three Johns, and they've got a song called Windoline, and they get out and play it. And we're overdue a bit of a lock-in. So sort it out for tomorrow, please.
We can't do lock-ins anymore. He's gone. He's hung up.
Bit rude, isn't it?
Bit rude, isn't it? Well, we can't do lock-ins anymore because we've got Paul Ross at 1 o'clock. On Monday I always get confused. And then we've got Martin Kellner at the weekends at 1 o'clock. So we can't do lock-ins now. Evening, Lee.
Good evening, Ian. How you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you, Lee. Are you on speakerphone?
Yeah. Do you want me to take it off?
Yes, I do, mate.
Okay, sorry about
that. Okay, that's all right. Go on, we got.
Just want to say hello, really. I listen to your show quite often.
Thank you, mate.
I haven't really had the guts to call in ever before.
Oh, now I feel bad for picking on you for being on speakerphone, but I've got to treat everybody, Lee. I've got to treat everybody with the same way. I can't go giving special favours.
You don't mind a firm hand, do you?
No, I don't. No, not at all. No.
Could tell.
Yeah. Sorry. What's that?
Oh, nice one, man. Well, so hang on a minute. So you've been listening for a while, but you've only just decided to phone in.
Yes, I watch you on Periscope as well.
Okay. People were really annoyed yesterday because on Periscope we just showed a radio playing the show. And then now, for some reason, Periscope has been crashing a bit tonight. I don't know why. But I've opened it up again, but I've closed the chat, so people can't speak on there, and people are getting angry about that, I imagine.
Well, I've had some tweets saying people are having a lovely time. Maybe that's nonsense.
Part of me thinks maybe that's the way forward, but I must remember that Periscope is a great way of attracting new listeners and what goes on. I'm not the lunchtime school patrol. If they want to argue, they want to argue.
You can always block.
You can always block. Well, Lee, listen, man, thank you.
Go on, sorry, Ian.
I was going to say,
Go on, sorry.
We're doing one of those things! I'm going left and you're going right. I'm going right, you're going left. Right, I'm going to be quiet, you speak.
I was just going to say, my block list on Periscope is massive. The amount of people on there that are not very nice to you and things like that, it's not good.
My block list on Twitter is I'm blocking nearly 500 people on Twitter.
Good.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Lee, listen, mate, thank you so much for listening and watching. I appreciate it.
All right, no worries, Ian. Nice
Cheers.
to speak to you.
Ta-ta, thank you, mate. Evening, Louise.
Hi, Ian. Hiya, Kath.
Hello, Louise.
How are you?
We're just going to have to buckle up because we're going to be coming in for landing in a few minutes. But apart from that, we're all good. My ears will go funny again, but we're all good.
Yeah. Sorry, sort of very nervous here. First time caller.
Oh.
And quite a serious subject. Maybe.
Go on then.
Depression and addiction.
Yeah. What's going on for you?
Well, it's something that I've been talking about, quite a lot recently, and something that hasn't really been brought up. Prescription meds.
Oh, yeah.
So I just thought I would maybe ring in, bring that up, because it affects quite a lot of people.
Is it affecting you?
It is, yeah.
Gosh, and Louise, we've got 4 minutes left of the show, so I've got a feeling we may not, you know, I'm just flagging that up now so that if we do have to end, and Amanda, stay there, hopefully we'll get to you, but I've got a feeling that we're going to have to end soon, and I don't want you to think you're getting short shrift, and I'd love to talk to you again more.
I could always ring back.
Yeah, well, I'd love to talk to you tomorrow about this, but let's have a little chissy chat, because you're right. People think that because they're getting their pills from a doctor, that they can't be addicted to it, and that you know, the doctor is going to keep giving it, so that's fine. And there's no, but you can get addicted to a lot of stuff the doctors give you. So what is going on for you then, Louise?
Well, if you'd have said to me 3-4 years ago that I would be addicted to morphine now, I would have laughed at you. You know, no chance. 38 years old, you know, no way that's ever going to happen.
Yeah.
But it has. It got to the stage where I'd actually started abusing it as well.
Yeah.
I couldn't even admit that to myself. You know?
When you say abusing it, what were you doing? Were you, like, storing it up? Were you getting more prescriptions than you needed? What was going on?
I was lying to the doctor.
Yeah.
Getting more than I needed. Taking more than I needed. Just the usual sort of stuff that addicts do whenever they're abusing. I think I was one step away from trying to buy illegally off the streets. And that's whenever I realised myself, you know, this is a problem. Listen, you know, you need to wise up.
We are coming to the end of the show. I would love to talk to you more tomorrow, Louise, if you feel like you want to give us a call, because I'd love to have a proper chat. But in the last minute or so, I'm interested that you are talking in the past tense. Does this mean that you've kind of sorted things out, or where are you with it now?
I've sought help. I was in an addiction, I can't even speak, an addiction unit there in November, which reduced my dose massively.
Yeah.
It's too high to bring me off completely.
Yeah, of course.
With the support and everything I'm getting, I'm still reducing. So
brilliant.
I'm getting there.
Yeah. And you will get there. You will get there.
Well, now I will get there. The frame of mind it's completely different.
Yeah.
But I think now that I've actually rung in and I've realised that, you know, you will take this quite seriously.
Oh, mate, totally. Totally. Because, I really identify with it. My stuff was street drugs, but you're absolutely right. You know, particularly morphine.
Alcohol, street drugs, prescription drugs, it's all a substance.
It's all the same stuff, and morphine is morphine is one of the, you know, sweetest drugs to fall in love with. It's horrendous. Louise, listen, if you want to give us a call tomorrow, I'd love to chat more. I'm really pleased though that we ended with finding out that you're on the upswing, on the mend, as my mum would say. So thank you for sharing that, Louise. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Listen, take care, guys.
Take care. Thank you very much indeed, Louise. There we go. Look. It's coming into land. It's coming into land here. Amanda, we've only got about 30 seconds. Sorry, we had a big rush of calls at the end, and we've got to get off and get through passport control. Amanda?
Hello.
Yeah, we've only got about 10 seconds now. We've got to get off and get through passport control.
Willies, you haven't talked about Willies.
Oh, God, I forgot. We'll talk about Willies tomorrow.
Okay, I'll come back.
All right, thank you. Gosh. There we go. We landed. We're in Canada, Kath.
Gosh.
We're in Canada. Doesn't it feel different?
Does a bit.
Yeah. So tomorrow's show... I'll keep this up for tomorrow now. Jeez, I'm bored of it already. So tomorrow's show will be coming live from, Toronto somewhere. I've not really thought this through properly. That's ended now. Paul Ross is up next. Bye.
Talk Radio. Dialogue. Some dialogue.
Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Hi, Claire. Is everything okay? It's work. We're
What a
having
show,
a
man.
half-price
What a
sale
show.
on kitchen
Those
units.
tools.
Wren Kitchen. Plus an extra 25% off. Really? And 4 years interest-free credit on the Vogue Kitchen collection. Okay. I'll be right back. How am I going to say goodbye to all our beautiful kitchens?
It sounds like a normal,
Sharon?
you know, in inverted commas.
Sharon?
At Wren, we find it hard to let go of our kitchens because we not only design, make, deliver and install, we put our heart and soul into them. Offer applies when you buy 5 or more fully assembled units. Sometimes knowing what to do with your savings can be a little confusing. But with NS&I, you can relax because our new fixed-rate guaranteed growth bonds and guaranteed income bonds give you returns that are guaranteed. You can invest from £500 up to £1 million in each issue for 1 or 3 years. And because we're backed by HM Treasury, every pound is 100% secure. Enjoy peace of mind at nsandi.com. NS&I. Safer savings set you free.
Poonam runs Holy Cow Home, an interiors store that sells unique handmade and fair trade furnishings.
When I first started my business, it was key for me to be able to take payments in different forms, and that's where Sage came along and helped me put something together.
Accounting, payroll and payments. Sage Business Cloud takes care of it all. Get started today and see what Sage can do for you.
With Sage, it's easy to take payments both in my store and online.
Visit sage.com/get started. Be Sage.
Thank you, Paul. Good, thanks, mate. See you later. Thank you very much for that.
No worries, Ian.
Cheers.
Experience the unconventional, the unpredictable, and the completely unorthodox.
Exactly.
With rule-free Iain Lee, the late-night alternative with Iain Lee
I've got no internet for the last 4 days.
on Talk Radio.